Ooh. Ooh. Oh Charles, what have you done? They lit the candles, but you're the one. The fire's burning, it's all in jest. Tonight you're the birthday guest. Roast him now, roast him loud. Mick and Jennifer join the crowd. Charles, oh Charles, take your seat. The flames are hot, but it's all sweet. Jennifer smirking with tales untold. Friends digging stories from the mold. Nick's got the mic with a devilish grin. Charles, your patience wearing thin. But you laugh, you shout, you wear the crown. No one's taking the birthday king down. Roast him now, roast him loud. Mick and Jennifer join the crowd. Charles, oh Charles, take your seat. The flames are hot, but it's all sweet. Every joke's a spark, every jab's a flame. The Real Smoke Podcast playing the game. Charles, you're roasted, but you're still the man. Standing tall with the whiskey in hand.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles, the podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge, bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. It's more than just a podcast, it's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast.
You're on mute, dude. Freaking rookie.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast. Tonight, our special guest is that guy to my left, right? I don't know. Charles's Birthday Roast Podcast. But before we let him have anything to say besides me fucking unmuting myself, let's hear from the Cigar Vault Oakdale.
The Real Smoke Podcast is brought to you by the Cigar Vault Oakdale, your ultimate destination for premium cigars and unforgettable experiences. Whether you're a seasoned aficionado or just starting your cigar journey, they've got you covered. Find them on Instagram at Cigar Vault Oakdale or online at thecigarvault.com. Here's a treat for our listeners. Use promo code RealSmoke to save 10% on your next order. Let the Cigar Vault Oakdale unlock your next great cigar.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Happy
Hey, guess what? I don't know if you've heard, but it's my birthday.
It is your birthday. It's
My birthday.
I know we could do our normal back and forth here, but I'd like to start this off right. So I mean, yeah, it's your birthday, and I want to make you feel recognized and loved, and it's gonna happen throughout the show. But I also did call this a roast for a reason.
No, it's not.
So we're gonna, yeah, I think it will. So, you know, I'm gonna start it off right here. I got my little script here that I had to write up because I forget shit. Especially unmuting myself when the show starts. I
do have a question.
Okay.
Real quick. Are you going to be asking for the chat? Because the chat's going freaking nuts right now. Are you going to be asking for the chat to start throwing in any roast or anything for me to put up here? Or are you just like, you got it taken care of?
You know what? You have discretion on that. I haven't given you much leverage or input on this show. You really don't have any clue what's coming. This is not some kind of setup for the show. You don't know what's coming.
What I love this is I have no clue what's coming up. But you know what my one comfort is?
What's that? You have that button.
I have all of the power. Anyways. Oh, I could cut people. I could cut people like the worst surgeon over here in Newport. So, guys, if
don't
you
think
want to
you'll have
post anything in the comments, I will do my best to post stuff up in here. And when Mick says, "Hey, let's go to the comments," I will start highlighting people's comments because there's a lot of stuff in here. People's doing a lot of birthday stuff and a lot of good stuff. And so, anyways, Mick, go ahead. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy. Well,
All right.
I'm just gonna
So,
sit here.
so everyone, let's give it up for Charles, the only person I know that carries a pocket calendar like it's a life support device. Every errand, every moment, every deadline, neatly written down like a serial killer's to-do list. His planner has more footnotes than a legal document and more ink than a prison tattoo artist. Is he gone already? What the fuck just happened? All right. It's a good one. It's if he ever loses that thing, Homeland Security would issue an alert just to keep civilization running. I heard NSA calls you sometimes for intel and timelines. I wouldn't say you're OCD though. You're just one highlighter away from being a walking spreadsheet. And I'm not saying that you're a control freak. I just say you're terrified of unplanned joy. Which tells you about tonight. And speaking of you liking things organized,
You're so correct.
Is your bourbon collection alphabetized that's behind you back there? The world needs to know. I figured it probably was. All joking aside,
There's a Chattanooga shelf, there's a whiskey shelf, and there's a I'm just saying.
All joking aside, your attention to detail and mild OCD tendencies keep me on track. I couldn't have asked for a better partner on this journey. You deserve to be celebrated today. The awesome graphics you create for the show, the writing for the sponsorship spots, the show songs, which tonight's was awesome, by the way, and all the behind-the-scenes things that you do over this first year. I can't say thank you enough. You have become more than someone I share a hobby with. You become family. Much love, brother, and happy birthday.
It's my birthday. Thank you, buddy.
It is.
That was so sweet. I wish I had an
The calendar's pretty accurate though, right? I had to throw that in there.
The calendar even has a pin slot, and it has all the episodes that we've done all the way through. I've already got it in my Amazon cart to get the next one. That way I can keep it in my pocket. It stays in my front left pocket.
And one more unscripted.
And my phone stays in my back right pocket.
One more unscripted that I wanted to mention as well. I've realized in the first year, because we message daily, about show stuff typically, and life and whatever's going on. We become more than just podcast buddies. We hang out quite a bit, especially on social media. But I've noticed that I have to send you one question at a time, because if I loop two into the same group text, you're going to answer the bottom one. You don't ever answer the top one. So I do one at a time
because I don't have time.
I make sure it's. So that's my little roast thing for the night. I enjoy that. I picked
literally, it's one of those things where everything is going 90 miles an hour, and I don't open up the messenger. I do that where it gives you the flash. I scroll down and it gives you the bottom part, and I see that last message, and I hit reply, and I reply to that one. I don't even. It's like, because most of the time, because you have normal schedule. When you're getting home from work, I'm usually starting work. So you're sending me a message and I'm in the middle of work, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm in the middle of teaching 25 to 100 kids. And I'm like, I've got 10 seconds to type this out. And then I get a message back going, what about the other part? What other part?
Yep. It's great, man. But I know you're busy, man. And I appreciate the time you take to do this. And it's been a hell of a ride so far, man. We're enjoying it. And I know I'm enjoying it. It's my therapy on Thursdays, man. So I appreciate you.
We did. You did bring up that it's my birthday. I'm going to keep saying birthday all night, but it's episode freaking 50, dude.
It is 50. Amazing. That's kind of got lost in the mix of your birthday.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. There's no way a year ago in Memphis at Smokers Abbey, not sitting there, playing cornhole, having a great time, being absolutely sober, that I would have thought that at this time this year, we would have been at episode 50, because if you would have went by that original plan, we would have been at episode like 12, 15,
12 or
maybe.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yep.
So
Yeah, man, it's been a hell of a ride. We, I guess at that point, we didn't know how much the other one pushed to try to make us better and keep working. We both do it every day, man, and I think that's what makes it special. So here's to the next 50, man.
yeah. Can I get into some comments really quickly?
Yeah, man, we got about 4 to 5 minutes here. 4 to 5
All right,
minutes.
so I'll read through these really quickly. Guys, if you got stuff you want to post on here, post in the comments. Go ahead. So Mitch says, Lordy, Lordy, look whose birthday it is. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Colby's on here, says happy birthday. Guys, you got to do it right. It's not birthday. We over here, we say birthday. Strap in, enjoy the roast. Happy birthday, Charles. Thank you, Smoking. Sicilian. Oh, man, the cereal man is out here. He says, happy birthday, brother. Who we got on here? JD. Oh, Jordan's on here. He says, happy birthday, Charles. Josefa says, Feliz cumpleaños. I know I mispronounced that, but guess what? Suck it. Would
have been worse if I'd have done it. Well done.
Oh, that was me. I said it was my birthday. I said it's my birthday again. Brent says, happy birthday, Charles. Yeah. JD says, great intro song. Hey, guys, what did you think about the intro song?
It was.
And tonight, do us a favor. Check out the new layout that we've got going on. We are more full screen. And as we go to a triple screen, we're going to be more full screen than normal. Let us know what you think about the way it looks. And hey, if you like the intro song, let us know. I will end up having it on YouTube later. But let me know what you thought about it, because that was about 11 o'clock last night. Fun session. Yeah.
The graphics were amazing. The pictures were great, man. It was awesome. The song was awesome too, man. You do great work on this, bro.
I appreciate it. How's it going, everyone? Happy birthday, Charles. Says Haze Gray Cigars. Haze Gray Cigars is on here. What's up, fam?
Haze Gray.
Cigars with Angels on here tonight. Says, how's it going, everyone? Happy birthday, Charles. Rob's on here. Says it's starting out with a silent bang. Yeah, I guess it did. Mashbill says, happy birthday to the Dollar General Justin Danger Nunley. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going for. He is somebody that I'm trying to get on the podcast. I want Danger on here. So Justin Nunley, tag him in here, try to get him on here. That is somebody I want on here. I told Mick that is somebody that for 26 that I want on here. So happy birthday to the Dollar General Justin Danger Nunley. Also shout out to the Dollar Tree Jeremy Sires. Oh, that's even better.
Wow.
I love it.
All right. I love it. That's great.
Love it. Keep them coming. Man, Mick is the Mick with
after I unmuted myself. Fuck.
Hey Mick, my brother, we really miss you and Kenda. Eric.
Oh, holy shit. What's up, Shats? What's up, Shats? I didn't see you on it, man. So thanks for joining, brother. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man, I missed you too. What's going on, bro?
Hey, so the first guest should be arriving anytime in the green room. Are they there?
We actually have two guests in the green room. One says Charles' sexy wife, and one says it's me. So we got a few more of these, and I'll let you go ahead and take over. But Smoking Psalms, we got to say hello to Smoking Psalms. Smoking Psalms is on here. He has celebrated my birthday for 2 days now. So he's from New Zealand.
He landed in the U.S. today.
He's from New Zealand, yeah. And he sent me a message our time yesterday because it was my birthday his time, and told me happy birthday. And then when he landed in L.A., he told me happy birthday American time. So, hell yeah. JD says Mark made it. Yes, he did. JD, not the only pocket thing he carries around. Truth. Happy birthday, Charles, from Eric. Rob, in our defense, serial killers have to stay organized. No joke.
Facts.
OBCD, that's a fat joke. Oh, OBCD. Oh, shut up.
That's a good one.
Shut up.
That's funny.
I love it.
Why didn't I have him on?
Happy birthday. Damn. Happy birthday, Gramps. Oh, man, that would have been interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to let Mick go ahead and do his thing. There is a lot more coming through. I mean, there's 40 more on here. For all of you that birthday, it's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papa. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Cool. That's
Make
all.
your wish.
Hey, it is German chocolate cake, and it has the wrong year. It says 43. There's no chance that I'm 43. There just happens to be a Cigar Army hat over here. That's pretty awesome. And that is gone out. So she's got a Real Smoke podcast shirt on. Cigar Army over here, and then Dorcasaurus is right there. So everybody say hi to the lovely family. So
What's
the sexy wife, the dork of a child, and the Dorcasaurus. So love it. Cool. That wasn't expected at all. And Mick is laughing so hard right now. So
It's
awesome.
I had
Thank
nothing
you
to do with
guys.
it.
Love you.
I'm surprised.
Happy birthday.
Love you. Happy birthday.
I'm surprised as you are, man. I can't believe it.
Oh,
It's so weird.
I'm sure.
It's
I'm
so
absolutely
weird.
sure.
So weird. I don't know what just happened.
By the way, guys, check this out before he gets going. Check out the Real Smoke shirt. Check this one out. If you don't know this logo, you ain't from the South, baby. Go check this shirt out. Go to our merch store. Go buy this shirt for my birthday because this is my favorite shirt that I've come up with. I absolutely love it. Go get a Real Smoke Waffle House shirt. Go do that. And by the way, there are a couple of Real Smoke 5-packs at Cigar Vault. Go get those. Go finish getting those. I would love for Norm to tell me that they are all gone because they literally are some of my favorite cigars. So go do that for me. All right, Mick. It's you.
So after that surprise, I did not see that coming. It kind of threw me off a little bit. I can't believe it's like there was a code word
You
or something that
lying
made them
sack
come out
of
at a certain
shit.
time. It was so weird.
Something about like the first guest.
Yeah, something about that. I don't know. It was strange. Couple little notes as we're waiting for our next guest to arrive in the green room. This one actually is in the green room. I couldn't get everybody to your house. Something weird from this past week. So I got two things actually. So the first one, I don't know if you saw, the Real Smoke Ashtray Illuminati is doing a big giveaway. We've been trying to find out who the fuck this is for like the last how many weeks now, and we still have no clue. But they're doing a giveaway. Yeah, it's been a while.
I was the one that was really anti this, but the fact that he's actually doing a good job, or she's doing a good job, or whoever's doing a good job, it's kind of growing on me. Even though, since I hate the fact that somebody's not telling me who they are because that's just weird. So,
yeah,
the Ashtray AI
Illuminati shirt.
jackass,
Great.
keep up the good work.
Yeah, so they're doing a great giveaway. If you haven't done that yet, follow that. Get involved in that. We're actually going to be doing the giveaway live either next week or the week after on the show. So, yeah, the Ashtray Illuminati page reached out and said, hey, can you do this on the show? It'd be cool. Here's everything. I'll send it to your house. So maybe I can get their name off the box when they send it to my house. That would be a good idea. But, so that's coming. So definitely enter to win that. We'll be doing it live on the show. Here's a weird thing for you. So, TikTok's not really a great place for cigar people. But I started one, figured it'd be a good place to put some of our reels out and everything. And most of our reels only get 200, 300, 400 views. Last week, I posted that we were going to be on a bye week, and we got over 1,000 views. Does that mean people don't want to see this? Like, I don't.
People were excited that we were not going to be on.
Yes. That's what I'm getting at. What is going on? Do I take it good
love
or bad that we hit 1,000 views? I don't know. So yeah, that was some of my notes for the night. Also, Little Debbie stickers are coming in next week, so get yours. DM me. I'll send you a couple.
So we got Little Debbie stickers coming in.
We do.
Nice.
That graphic was too good not to turn into something. So
I think next time if we do one, we should do the Little Debbie box one. Where it shows like the Little Debbie box.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good one too.
So while we wait for whoever you got coming up next, do you want to go ahead and talk about the cigar that we reviewed tonight?
Yeah, so I actually sent this to Charles. It's one I usually have a couple in my humidor. It's a good standby cigar, good night out drinking cigar. So tonight we're smoking the Caldwell Long Live the Queen. I sent this to Charles unbanded. I don't think he enjoyed it as much as I did, but I mean it's a good drinking cigar. But it's one I sent it to him unbanded, and I didn't tell him until after what it was. So Caldwell Cigar Company, Long Live the Queen. The wrapper is Cameroon, the binder is Sumatra, the filler Dominican, Nicaraguan. The price $17-ish. And that's brought to you by 13 Knives, which I guess we should probably do an ad for them.
Hey boys and girls, I wanted to read you a story about the three little cutters. Once upon a time there were three little cutters. Daddy Cutter, Mama Cutter, and Badass Bulldog Cutter. The Daddy Cutter came out in 2020, and some people thought it looked too much like other cutters. A year later, Mama Cutter came out, and some people thought it looked like Daddy Cutter. Given the times, oh well, let's be original. So in late 22, Badass Bulldog Cutter was born. Badass Bulldog Cutter is a cleaver style cutter with a bottle opener made from 1095 high carbon steel that I get right here in the US of A with US source materials. And those who have bought the Badass Bulldog Cutter have lived happily ever after. So quit looking for your glass slipper and buy yourself a Bulldog Cutter.
So I will say that normally at this time that we would be introducing the guest of the night. We don't take we really don't have a guest of the night except for you're doing whatever you're doing for me. I don't think you need to introduce me because you kind of already did your little roast. But should we go ahead and play our guest introduction?
I think we should. Absolutely. Let's do it. And the guest should be showing up.
Step into the world of cigars like never before at Destination Cigar Lounge, home of the exclusive Allegory cigar brand. Whether you're kicking back at Governor's Crossing in Sevierville, Tennessee, or soaking up the rich aroma at Almost Havana in Hurricane, West Virginia, every visit is an adventure. From top-tiered cigars to expert recommendations and a laid-back atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax, connect, and enjoy the craft. If you are looking for bold and unforgettable flavors, escape to the world of Allegory cigars. Kick back with the rich Mexican San Andres Dividend. Enjoy the smooth intrigue of the censored Sumatra, or fire up the bold and flavorful Escape Habano. For more information, you can follow them on Instagram at destination_cigars, or you can explore more by visiting them online at destinationcigarlounge.com, or take a journey to one of their 3 locations in West Virginia and Tennessee. No matter where your cigar journey takes you, every blend is an experience worth savoring. Where the road ends, the perfect smoke begins at Destination Cigar Lounge.
So I'm not sure if the one and only Mick has frozen, but he has been like that for the last little bit. Mick, if you are not there, go ahead and... Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just frozen again.
You're just frozen again. You might want to kick yourself out and then go ahead and jump yourself back in. But this is awesome. So I'm just saying it's not me that's kicking everybody out, even though that I said that I would. But this is awesome for me. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into some comments really, really quickly. I'm also working everything from my phone right now, which is absolutely insane and terrifying. But we do have some comments on here. And guys, I will do my best to get in here as quick as possible. But we do have some... we got happy birthday, Charles, from Chris Cigar Maybe. Hey, Chris, what's up, Papaw? Joe Stevens on here. Go buy a Real Smoke hoodie. This is actually my t-shirt over a hoodie, but yes, you can actually buy this in a hoodie. So go get the Real Smoke Waffle House podcast logo. Yes, I want you to. Rob says, love the new layout. Let us, when we go to 3 wide on here, it sounds like NASCAR on here. When we go to 3 wide on here, let me know what you think and how it looks on here. We're kind of messing around with some new layouts for 2026, and we figured this would be a great time to go ahead and do that.
I'm back.
I think Mick is back. Mick is back on here. Smoking Baroness says, happy birthday and love your brother. He loves you too. Let's
You should have somebody in the
see.
green
There's a
room,
lot more.
when you get to it, brother.
We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 people in the green room. Just say it.
How?
I don't know. We have Charles the Sexy Wife. It's me, your favorite child, and Kylie. What's up, Kai? You just let me know who to bring in, and I will bring them in.
Bring on Kylie.
We're going to bring on the Kai? Look at this.
Yeah.
First time we've gone 3 wide. Look at this. What's up, Kai?
How's
What's
it
up,
going?
girl?
Happy birthday, Charles.
Look at the shirt she's got on.
It's the one that says
yeah.
the podcast. It was kind of a
The
little bit of a mess
podcast.
up, but I love it. I love it just as much.
Who
My
messed
wife
that up?
wears the same one.
So weird.
I-
Who messed that up?
That was awesome. That's the one my wife wears all the time. She says she loves wearing the podcast shirt.
It just flows well. Podcast.
Hi, buddy.
So
I
I
haven't
have
seen
to
you
ask
for a
you.
while.
I have to
I
have to ask
know.
a question.
Yes, sir.
This is 50 episodes that you lead the intro to every episode. How does that feel?
I feel honored. I feel truly honored. I love just watching what you guys have built here and kind of just being a little piece of that.
Oh, you're a big
Well,
piece
yeah.
of that one.
No, I know. I know you don't know Charles like I do, or maybe whatever. But I know you've always you spent some time talking to Charles and getting some stuff around for the show and helping with some stuff. And obviously, you know how much you mean to me. And and plus, I use it as an excuse to see you for an evening.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's great. So I appreciate you doing this. And hey, have a little fun with the birthday boy over there.
Of course, I look forward to it, and there may be some strays thrown at you too, Dad. It just was bound to happen in this, so.
Ooh.
All right, you can use that button, Charles.
Well, so really quickly, before we go too much into this one, Kai has another reoccurring role coming up soon.
I do.
She does.
She is partnering up with Sin Coburn of Dissident Cigars for our first episode of 26, and it's going to be a reintroduction. Our first episode was Who the F Are These Guys? So Kai and Sin are getting together, and they're going to do Who the F Are These Guys Part 2, and they are going to basically open the show for us, and they're going to interview us. So Kai and Sin have another big, role coming up really soon.
Right, which is going to be really fun because I think a lot of people have got to see you guys kind of progress and grow through these last 50 episodes, and then kind of seeing what's going to come in the new year as well. It's exciting.
Yeah, we got some.
Wait, are you wearing a Longhorns hat?
I am.
Are
was
you
just
horns
down in
down?
Texas. I was like, I don't even support them, but the hat's super cool. So I just wore it with the fit,
There you go.
That's cool. I was wondering the same thing. I was going to text you later, but since Charles brought it up, I'm like, what is she doing wearing a Texas hat? But
I know.
get
It just fit
Texas,
best instead of the hats,
Texas is a little special to you now, huh?
It's extremely special to me now. Absolutely.
That's cool.
No,
No, I was going to say, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're dragging me into this bullshit, but I love you, and let's go at it. Let's go.
Yeah, when I was writing this up,
she got my back.
a little bit.
He does.
So kind of what I told my dad going into this was it would probably end up turning into more of a honey roast by the end of it, because that's just who I am. I don't really have too many, jabs to throw out there, and you're an awesome guy, Charles. So I also get a little nervous, so I'm kind of reading off my screen, so bear with me. But like I said, you're both a package deal, so there's going to be some strays thrown your way, Dad. But grab your smoke and your bourbon, hold on to your hat, and get ready, because the smoke tonight's going to be aimed at the birthday boy. So Charles, the man, the myth, and the midlife crisis behind the microphone. The beard of yours is turning grayer faster than your bourbon collection is disappearing. And your beard is aging faster than the podcast intros, although that and a bald head must be a requirement to host this podcast.
Facts. Yeah.
You're out here puffing cigars like it's your personality trait, but bro, we get it. You vape for men. Out here puffing cigars like it's cardio, and you've inhaled enough smoke to qualify now as a fog machine. And
Damn.
A little birdie may have told me that you also hate hair. So the only thing you're raising faster than your kiddos is your blood pressure when someone leaves hair on the sink.
No shit.
So that's pretty much what I got for my roast section. It really wasn't much, but just a couple zingers. But gotta show some love for the birthday boy too. So also, Charles, the man who manages social media like it's an art form. You're truly so good for absolutely no reason at managing social media management and all the background shit you do for the podcast. It's incredible. And yes, your beard is turning gray, but it's showing off your wisdom. You've got patience of someone who spent countless hours editing podcast clips at 2 a.m. and also raising kids. You're the kind of guy who will hype up anyone's business, congratulate their success, and then thank them for the opportunity. You're proof that you can be successful, suave, and still have a bigger heart than your bourbon collection.
Aww.
And before we wrap this up, I just want, I guess, take a second to say that I'm really proud of both of you and kind of what you've built, kind of like I was saying in the beginning, being able to watch your skills just grow with how you present yourselves and just everything about it. It's been really beautiful to watch. Turning something real and meaningful has just been really a proud moment for me to watch. And it's not just smoke, but it's substance. So here's to both of you for the smoke, the laughs, and the legacy you're building. And then here's to Charles, the king of content, the guru of good vibes, and the master of connection. Happy birthday, Charles.
Nice. I love it. Thank you.
Just
so
had to
much.
throw a little love out there. I'm,
See-
again, happy to be a part of this.
Charles, she was more nervous than you were tonight before the show. She's like all freaked out, and I'm like, listen, Charles loves you. He wouldn't have reached out to you in the first place if he didn't love you, and you've helped us so much. Like, you're just a part of this family too. So, obviously you're part of my family, but you're part of all of our
course.
families now.
Well, yeah,
you're-
that's one thing you've taught me growing up is it's not just your blood family, it's your chosen family too. And that's definitely you as well, Charles. We're happy to have you as part of our chosen fam.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it. And it was, when we first started out, we added, it was me and Mick, and we added you into a chat as a discussion board. And I forgot what Mick called it, but it was something off the wall. But it was, trying to figure out think tank or
Right.
something like that. And, it was one of those things where we were just trying to figure out what to do. And I remember having the brain fart of, I think it would be really cool to do an intro. Let me write something up. Let me send it to you. And I was sitting in car rider's line, getting ready to pick up my daughter last year. And I'm texting you back and forth, and I'm also editing the video. And you sent me the voiceover for it, and I'm trying to figure out what I can use in a short clip, because what I was using said, okay, you can only use like 54 seconds. So I'm cutting and rearranging everything, and it's like I sent it to you. It's like, is this okay? And you're like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like my voice. And I was like, well, I think it's going to work. Let's see how it works. And we pulled the first podcast, and you're like, that's cool. I like it.
Absolutely. It took a minute, like when my dad, we kind of surprised him. You surprised him with
Oh
it.
yeah, you
But
choked
that
me up
was
with
just
that too.
a really special moment, kind of working on that and like not letting you know when, Dad, when you would text me about certain things for the pod. So it was just a really special moment to kind of see that all come together and then put, before the show. So that was really cool. And then seeing you see it as well, Dad.
I think that was probably, we've done a lot in the last 50 episodes. I mean, this has been, a part of me wants to say this has been a fast 50 episodes, but then when you look back into it, it's been a long 50 episodes as well. But one of my favorite parts was the look on his face when that intro came in, and he's just like, it's the first time I've seen him speechless, and he's like the perfect politicker. When that's the reason that we work so well with TriStar is because I'm the person that wants to sit back and just be like, okay, guys, we need to get this done. Mix the shake hands, shake babies, or kiss babies, whichever one he wants
Or
to do at that
shake
time.
babies. Yeah.
But he's the guy that's going around. Yeah, he's the guy that's going around to everything. So the first time to see him absolutely just sit there and be like, what just happened? Love it.
Yeah, I'm rarely speechless, and I will thank you till the day I die for that moment, because when I heard her voice come on, and after not seeing the kids and family and a long 6-8 months probably at that point,
Yeah.
and it was it definitely meant a lot to me. But yeah, no, that's kind of why I wanted to do this tonight, Kai. And I know it might seem a little like it's not usually your jam. I mean, I know you enjoy being on this and supporting this and whatever, but I wanted you kind of go full circle with that, because you played a part in not only kind of leading the direction we went from the start, but also playing a role in the intro and constantly supporting us. I mean, and I wanted you to be full circle. And I know I say only 50, but 50 episodes in like 60 months. I think it's something
That's
to be
big.
celebrated. It's something
Absolutely.
to be celebrated. We've worked our asses off to get where we are, and it's just been a boatload of fun. And we appreciate the part you played in that, and you'll forever hold that role. So we
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Well,
I'm thankful to be here.
I will say that, the intro may change over and over again, and even the lead in may change. But the one thing that I've realized is I will always keep Kai, even if we change the text of the lead in, Kai is going to be that voiceover. But I do enjoy, every time I listen to that as it's going through, the words, it's not Kai, it's not, the voiceover. The words that's describing what the podcast is about is 100%. And the fact
Absolutely.
that, it's your daughter coming in here and giving that one to everybody. Yeah, that's going to be our lead in. We may change the intro song like we did tonight to meet whatever, but it was one of those things last night where I was working on the music for the intro, and it's like, okay, I got this one. But it was like, okay, I have to go re-download one of the podcasts. So I downloaded the last podcast we did. I edited the minute and a half of her speaking, recorded that one, edited that one, and put it into the new music because it would not be right without that on there. So I will say thank you for that one, because that's going to be something that we keep for a long time.
Of course, I appreciate that. I remember after I had recorded that and
because
sent
it makes Mick tear up every time.
We don't see that often. But I remember I had a coworker at the time when we were sending back and forth the voice clips, and before you had put it, on the pod that night. And my one coworker was like, "That's incredible. It draws you in." And honestly, then he was like, "I'm going to give Real Smoke a listen." And he did. And he said he really just loved how, it's not just about the cigars. It's kind of just a little bit of everything, a little bit of daily life, and kind of just loves how you guys banter and shoot the shit. So everything that just everything you've built and everything it's about. It's not just about the smoke, it's about the community and just everything behind it.
Thank you for saying that. Let me read one thing real quick, and then I had so many things I didn't think I was going to get to tonight, but this is a perfect time. You gave me like an intro there. That's what you do. You intro things. So Charles, check this out. So I'm sure you've done the same thing. So every once in a while, just AI or Google search Real Smoke Podcast, right? And when we first, cheers, brother, Liquid Death, be a sponsor. So, when we first started this, if you Googled Real Smoke Podcast, you got some weird weed smoking guys or something that I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
They've only done
there is a separate
episodes.
Real Smoke podcast that's all about marijuana.
But they've only done like so many episodes. We beat them in 1 year. But anyway, so now, fast forward a year and 50 episodes later, here is what Google says when you Google searches. It says the Real Smoke Podcast is a podcast hosted by Charles and Mick that is focused on cigars, spirits, and related lifestyle topics. Featured interviews with industry professionals, reviews, and discussions. It's available on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and Spotify. It can also be supported on Patreon. The podcast is known for its authentic and unfiltered conversations about craftsmanship, industry insights, and the culture surrounding cigars, all while talking about life. That's one
better.
Amazing.
I need to record. I need to go ahead and copy and paste that into our episode bios.
That sums it up.
It's amazing, and I pulled that today off of Google, and I'm like, man, 50 episodes 1 year later, and you search Real Smoke Podcast, and you can't see anything but our ugly mugs on there. So like, I think we're doing something right. We might.
What's
be onto
funny
something,
is,
and it's been great.
I know we've done 48ish guests on here. Wow, we've actually had like 48 different guests on here. That's insane. But we've done like 48 guests on here, and there's like 10 or 15 of them. If you type in their name, like you're trying to find out about such and such cigar brand, Google brings up our podcast and images everywhere, just searching their name. And it's like, that's pretty cool.
It is. Yeah, it's amazing. I think Kylie's like the fourth most person on the podcast, right behind like Sin and who else? Bryce.
Sin and Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
So Kylie's third. Kylie's third most
Cool.
appearances on the
Yeah.
podcast. It's crazy.
I'll take it. I'm
And
excited
she's
for
about to
the
become
clip
number
with
4.
Sin. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling
excited.
You and Sin are so much alike.
I will say this.
It's amazing.
The vibe that you and Sin are going to bring as the host for the night between us, that's going to be fun to watch, because I think you two are going to vibe off of each other so well to where we're just going to sit back and be like, this is the first time we've actually been a guest on a show.
I think the dynamic with all of us will be really good. I'm hyped for it.
Well, the
That's
next
awesome.
guest should be arriving within the next 5 minutes, and but I got to end it here with the daughter.
We still
thank
have
you.
a bunch of guests on here, so if you let me know who the next guest is, they may already be on here.
Our first guest ever.
It would be Brian. Brian is in the green room right now.
All right, Kylie.
All right.
Thank you
Send
so
him my love.
much. Thank you so much, and I'll be in touch soon, and we'll get something figured out. We definitely need to hang out in person and not on the Real
Yes.
Smoke podcast. But thank you so
Yes.
much for doing this. I love you.
I love you both. I'm going to be on watching now, but hope you have fun the rest of the night. Thanks for letting me on.
Thanks, girl. Take care.
See
Good
you
night.
guys.
Kai, thanks so much for being on here. There's going to be have to be a time to where you get out to where your dad lives, and that we can be out there and hang out with you. So thanks, Kai, for jumping on. So I guess I bring Brian to the stage.
Bring Brian to the stage.
What's up, fellas?
There he is. What's up, brother? Uh-oh. Do we lose him?
Uh-oh. There we go.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
There he is.
What's up, buddy?
Dang.
How are you? Happy birthday, my brother.
Man, I'm just saying, when I found out that you weren't going to be at the humidor, I about cried, because
I know.
to go a year without being able to hug your neck sucks. But then to find out where you were at and what you were doing, I was okay with it. But
Yeah, I
see
missed you guys by like 2 days, and
yeah,
I thought the event I was doing at the humidor was your herf. I didn't know
No.
it was 2 days later. Otherwise, I would have had no problem changing my plans. But then I had made promises to my wife and the baby and everybody, so I couldn't break it. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here, and I can't believe that I was your first guest on the podcast,
You
and
were.
here you are, 50 episodes later. That's amazing, fellas. My hat's off to you. That's a lot
Think
of hard
about that.
work. People don't realize it.
It sure is.
man, think about that. It does not seem like it's been that long since you were the first guest on here, and we're 50 episodes later.
Man, that's crazy.
You help it.
That's
You,
crazy.
I remember sending you the message saying, "Hey, we were actually sitting at Smoker's Abbey in Memphis when we came up with the idea to do this." And I said, "Would you be on?" And you're like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'll do this one." And then when we decided to do it, I sent you a message saying, "Hey, we're going to go ahead and do this. When our first episode is going to be on this date, would you be our first guest? And you were like, oh yeah, I will do this.
That was an honor.
50 episodes ago.
It's an honor.
You were in Germany at the time, right? I maybe you just said that. I missed it. My internet's been screwed up. But yeah, you were in Germany at the time, I believe, for
Oh, I think so. Yeah, for
back.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't remember. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
It was
Or
early, yeah. And you still agreed to do it with us, which we were like, man, thank you. That's great, because we didn't know. And trust me, that first, probably 10 or 15 guests was a grind to get people to sign up for a podcast that just started. It was an honor to have you on as our first guest because you're a TriStar brother. You're a great dude. We love hanging out with you, and obviously one of our favorite cigar brands. So we were super excited to have you on. And when we found out, Charles messaged me. He goes, "Dude, it's going to be like 2 a.m. in Germany or whatever." Or I think you were in Germany, and we're like, "Are you sure he wants to do it?" And we're like, "Yeah, I want to do it, man." And it was awesome, bro. It was
yeah, I remember I was sitting outside at the hotel. I had to get permission for them to open up the patio. It was closed. And I'm like, yeah, but I need to be on a podcast and I need to smoke while I'm on a podcast, even though right now I'm not smoking because I'm in my bedroom. I just switched to Starlink down here. But in my office, I need to get a Wi-Fi extender, so it's not working. And my wife doesn't allow me to smoke in the bedroom with the baby. So she mama laid down the law. I have my room that I'm smoking. It's on the other side of the house, but the Wi-Fi is not that good in there. So
speaking of the baby,
how'd you guys like the TriStar cigar, the Tres Estrellas?
It's a good cigar. I love the fact that we were able to get something out there. I can't wait to work on the blend and the design for the future. But for a cigar that's coming out for the first time that we did something with TriStar, and the fact that we can't say it's a Cavalier cigar, but it's the factory that bears the Cavalier, that makes the Cavalier cigars. The fact that we can say that, you don't know how much of an honor that is to me.
No, our pleasure to make.
Brian was somebody that we met through one of our TriStar brothers, Jordan, was somebody who fell in love with Cavalier early on when they first got started, and he introduced us to Brian. And I will say that over the last 3 or 4 years, we've had 10 or 12 HERFs, in-person HERFs, and Cavalier has been the main person behind that one, and Brian has been that person behind that brand. And getting to meet Brian from day one, I mean, the first time that I met Brian, we ended up hanging out at Smokers Abbey in Memphis, and we got there early that morning. And me and Brian had been talking a little bit on Instagram or whatever. But when me and Brian met, it was like we were brothers from way back. And like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I drove Brian back to his hotel, and it was like, this is probably the coolest guy I've ever met. And after that, it became somebody that Brian was pretty much, he after that night was family. And
that was
we've
an
had
awesome.
so many different we've had so many conversations about that, to where, I mean, not too long ago, your wife just had your new baby, and you're sharing pictures with me, and I'm over here being like, the little brother looking at the little baby pictures going, oh my God, the baby's so cute. And, you've become somebody who is, you're not, you started out being the guy that was one of the faces behind the brand. Now it's like, who cares about the brand? You're Brian, you're my brother, You're one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah, we're family, man. I'll tell you what, you guys, look, people don't realize, and I think I said this to you guys early on in the podcast days. I said, people don't realize the work that goes into that and how much effort it takes. And I'm guilty. I would be on more, but you know me. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to get on these things. I even had to send Mick a message today, like, bro, send me the link. I don't know how to get on. It's probably the same damn link we've been using for
It is.
for yeah.
I have not changed anything.
I
But
will
you
say,
guys
Brian,
are amazing. And I was bummed. When's your next herf? I'm gonna have to try to make it for the next
Tuesday.
herf.
Every
damn,
Tuesday.
I ain't making it. No, the next live herf in person.
spring.
We haven't scheduled that one, so we will have January, February, March, or April. We'll be in Chattanooga. May, June, July, August. We'll be somewhere in middle, and then Mick has October in Memphis.
Yeah, I just talked to Sean today. I need to get to see him as well. So maybe count me in for the October one in Memphis. And then I'll do one of the other ones as well. Just pop in with Jack. Have you guys met Jack, right? Oh,
yeah.
here he is.
So Jack,
Jackie Tarday. We're supposed to be on at 6:50, and here he is.
It's only 4 minutes. It's allowed in Honduras.
What's up, Jack?
what's up, Jack? So
Jack, give us
Jack
one good
actually look at
There it
there.
is.
I'm giving this one to Brian. That's it. And I have mine here.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So in the intro video, we actually have pictures of me and Mick with Jack.
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Look at that.
The
fellas.
Trace Australias.
Love it.
Yeah,
Nice.
and have one for me too.
We can't smoke in here, though.
I know. I figured that much.
Mama, grab a chair. Come on.
So one of the first meetings that we had with Brian, TriStar wanted to bring, when I was bringing on people every couple of weeks with TriStar, we brought Brian and Sebastian on TriStar, and they actually walked us through the entire cigar factory.
Yeah, that was
That was
cool.
one of the coolest experiences. That was one of the coolest experiences.
Happy birthday, Charles, by the way.
Thank you, brother. Welcome
Now,
home.
the question I'm going to ask you. When are you all coming down here? Did you get your passport yet?
I have mine,
I
man.
did
I
not.
travel outside the country all the time, brother. I'm ready.
So that is my New Year's resolution, that in January I will get all the stuff together to go ahead and get my passport.
Perfect.
Man,
We got to get you guys
Because
down here.
We have to.
one, I want to go visit the area. Two, I want to see the factory. And three, I want to hug that baby boy that you have.
Let me get them for you. Hold on 1 second. Jack, grab Jose. Tell Lizette to bring Jose Emilio in. Let me get him for you. He's up, actually.
Hey, Brian, I did want to say real quick. First, thank you for jumping on. Second, you are hard as shit to get a hold of. So I'm going to need to get a phone number at some point from you because you are hard as shit to get a hold of. So just let me know.
I've got his phone number.
I know you do, but I couldn't effing ask you. I couldn't ask you to get Brian's phone number so I could ask him about being on your birthday show that's supposed to surprise you. So here we are.
Yeah, well, I'll get it to you. Hang on, look at this little guy. Come on, Jose Emilio. Mira, it's okay, baby.
Oh,
It's okay, mira.
look at that boy.
Con
That's a
amigo.
boy.
Mira,
Blessed.
un juguete. Una encendedor. Ay, isn't he adorable? He 8 months old, and He walking pretty soon. No,
I
mira,
believe-
Jack. Wait.
I believe you
He's
announced.
afraid of Jack.
I believe you announced that to the world on our podcast about a year and a couple months ago. So that's awesome, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Give him yours. Give him yours.
Here, Jose Emilio.
Jose. Here. Give it to me. Jose Emilio.
Oh, baby.
Bring him back to mama. Vamos donde mama.
That's how most of our guests feel.
He's
That's how
afraid
most
of
I was
Jack.
about to say he's over here looking at. He's like, who are these gringos on this TV? Get them off there.
No, he's afraid of Jack. Yeah,
I'm
Jack's
afraid
scared.
of Jack. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't fly with Jack. It's real difficult going through airport security with Jack.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
Something's
we
ticking.
talked about
Just
that.
wait till Jack. Just wait till Jack takes his shoe off and starts blowing smoke in it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So you guys had a good herf in at the humidor?
I will say that, we had a great herf at the humidor. We had it was the biggest herf in Middle Tennessee that we've had. Mick, for the second year in a row, had the two biggest herfs that we've had for the year. My highlight for the Middle Tennessee herf was Jack showing up and getting to sit down, because me and Jack probably talked for over an hour, just sitting and talking real shit. And to me, that was one of the best experiences I had at a herf in a while. I loved it.
Isn't that's the magical part about cigars, right? Are the amazing conversations that you have over cigars, and when people ask me about cigars, I tell them all the time it's not about the cigar, it's about bringing people together, and we're all evidence of that, look, we've talked about this. If we met each other in the grocery store, we'd probably say hello, but we'd keep going. But here we are. We've spent lots of time together. We smoked countless cigars together. It's a magical thing.
Well, see,
Yeah, I was gonna say-
it's so interesting that you talk about that, because if we saw each other in a grocery store, Walmart or whatever, we'd probably we give the head nod that all the guys give. But thinking about the last time that I sat there with you, Brian, or sat there with Jack, not only did we talk about cigar stuff, we talked about family stuff. We talked about wives. We shared jokes. We shared stuff that normal people just don't share in a normal day. And it's all because we all met because of the same reason. We enjoy something.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And it's not one of those things where, hey, I had a cigar with this guy named Jack over here and it's whatever. It's like, I just had a cigar with Jack and I shared, we talked about this and this and this, and I have this dude's phone number, and now I talk with Jack whenever. He's become a friend. He's become family.
Yeah.
There's not too many things that you can say. You can't go to the baseball field and watch your kids play ball. You can't go to a bar and just go hang out at a bar. You can't go to too many other places to where you sit down and look at the guy next to you and say, I just became friends with this guy.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.
Did you just say we're best friends? Are we best friends?
I was gonna say,
we're the three best friends that anybody's had.
we had a little bit of a different experience this year. I took a chance on the Western Tennessee herf this year, and we did it at a brewery because I became friends with a bunch of the different brewers. The Memphis Beer Drinkers Association. Since I moved down here, these guys have become they're awesome. So why did my light get so fucking bright? Anyway, we had it at the Memphis filling station in downtown Memphis, and we had a great turnout. We had live music. We played cornhole. We had it outside, and I invited Haze Gray Cigars up from Florida to to be there to hand roll cigars at the event and sell their cigars and whatever. And we also did pop in a cigar lounge and kind of hang out there for a little while. But man, just the people we met and the people we turned on to cigars that came to the brewery just to have a beer that day or maybe see the band that ended up having a cigar and thanking us later. You know, it's such, like you said, the community never ceases to amaze me how it brings people together in any kind of format that you could ever imagine. Like it was such a cool event this year. So, I mean, it's, I enjoy every minute of it. I wouldn't know you guys if it wasn't for cigars. And Charles and I sure as hell wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for cigars. So, I mean, here we are. It grows families, man.
Absolutely.
So, Brian, I will say this. So, you know, one thing as somebody who is part of a brand, such as you are with, you know, Cavalier, it's one of those things when you have to put the trust and, you know, all your trust into somebody who is representing your cigar brand by going around and trying to sell it. So you got some cigar reps that go do the bare minimum. And then you have some cigar reps that go put their ass out there for everything that they're representing. I want you to know, as your brother, Jack has every bit of love and like concern for the brand that you would want in a cigar rep. He's not a cigar rep. He is somebody who's invested in the brand. So watching him talk about the brand, it reminds me of you talking about the brand.
Oh,
so
no, yeah.
Just
Thank you.
letting you know, as somebody who watches what Jack does, bro, your brand could not be in better hands.
No, I
Thank you,
appreciate that.
brother.
Thank you. That's very kind. You know, Jack's been with the brand longer than anybody. I mean, even longer than me. You know, you got to remember, Jack used to be the assistant factory manager down here in Honduras. And then I totally screwed Jack when he came onto the sales side.
Wait a second. Was he was the manager?
Assistant manager.
Assistant manager.
You told us about this on episode 1 that there was the assistant manager that you wanted to give more responsibility to.
That's the guy.
I did not know that was Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is Jack.
Full circle. 100% full circle.
Yeah,
Charles,
and to be quite honest with you guys, when Jack made the transition over to the sales side, I completely screwed Jack. Not maliciously, but I had never tested out.
Did you use lube?
No, I didn't even use lube.
A little bit of spit.
No, he didn't get anything. What I tasked Jack with, it was really interesting because we used to have a broker that covered 10 states in the Southeast region. And then, you know, as I told you guys on episode 1, Jack came to me, wanted more opportunity. So I created this for him, but I had no idea what I was creating for him. So what I did was I carved out 4 states out of the 10. And I said, you have to sit on the phone and call people until you do the total revenue of last year in 10 states, you have to do in 4. And to that man's credit, by about July, he says to me, hey, I'm gonna hit that number that you gave me. And I just really just pulled that number. I mean, didn't pull it out of the sky, but 10 states did that number. And I said, Jack, you got to do the sales of 10 states in 4, and then you can travel. So about June or July, he said to me, I'm going to hit that number. So we took our first trip, I think in what, September?
Yeah.
In September, we took our first trip together, and we get done with the trip, and he goes, you son of a bitch, this is so much easier in person than over the phone. I'm like, yeah, I know. I handed you a total shit sandwich, bro, but you dealt with it, and it speaks volumes to who Jack is. And he doesn't hate me for it, even though I fess up to screwing him.
I'm actually thankful for that.
So let's go back into that real quick because one, it's a year later. I'm completely shocked that the person that you were talking to me about was Jack. That's awesome. But two, do you remember this was late September going into October? Do you remember the first time that I really got to talk to Jack?
On your
Jack
birthday.
reminded me of this on my birthday. You guys were traveling,
We were crossing
and you guys called me on my birthday.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
Charles, are you starting to see a full circle tonight? This was my whole point. Starting to see
not yet, but I'm working on it.
50, episode 1, first episode 50, birthday. I mean, come on.
Yep.
I worked a fucking hard time on this for the last like 3-4 weeks. So
It was funny because I was sitting there in Murfreesboro with Jack, and he was like, "Do you remember us talking to you?" And I was like, "When?" He's like, "Me and Brian called you from the road on your birthday." And I was like, "I remember that." And that's one of the things that was important to me because it was one of those birthdays that a lot of stuff in my life was going kind of hard because my mom was going through a lot of stuff and she was getting ready to go through the end of life stages, and I was struggling. And I'm in the middle of the day, and I get a phone call in the middle of the day, and it's Jack and Brian. And it's, I know you're going through shit right now, but I just wanted to tell you we're thinking about you and happy birthday. And it's like, that was probably one of the most meaningful birthday wishes that I've ever had.
Where were we? Crossing Louisiana, going to Webster, Texas.
Yeah.
We were on the failure trip.
Oh yeah, that's when I couldn't get Jack into Mexico.
Yeah, because that's when I made the picture of Brian could not get into Mexico.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's right.
I got deported twice out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did that. I did that image and posted it on Instagram, and that
was awesome.
Everybody loved that one.
we talked about that on the herd for weeks, man. We were like, "Where's Brian? Where's Brian and Jack? Where are they?
Yeah.
What's going on?"
Yeah,
that was at the time that we were actually worried that you were going to get in trouble.
Did I ever finish the story with you about the? So did I ever finish the Mexico story with you guys? So after, stop me if I did. After we failed to get into Mexico twice, and when you pull up to the border, I don't know if anybody's tried to cross the border, but there are no signs except for one sign that says no guns, no ammunition, by some prison. Yeah, 10 years in prison, automatic, no questions asked, right? So Jack and I don't get into Mexico. I drop Jack off in DFW. He goes back to Honduras. I go to Arizona and I sell the truck. And now, obviously, I can't take all the stuff that was in my truck. So I got to thin out the load and fit it into 2 suitcases. So I start emptying some of the bins that were in the back of the truck. I found about 1,000 rounds of 5.56 in the bins that we. So in other words, if we would have gotten into Mexico and they got to the searching the truck part, we were going to go to jail for 10 years.
Wow.
I had no idea. They were under, I had these bins and it was all under the clothes on the bottom. And I was wondering, like, when I pulled it out, I'm like, why is this so heavy? And then I started digging through and I'm like, holy shit, there's ammunition in the bottom of this. Good thing we didn't go to Mexico. We would have went to jail. And Jack cannot shit in public places. So he would have been in trouble because I don't think they let you out every day to go to your house to take a shit if you're in a Mexican jail.
They definitely
And probably the U.S. government would have said, hey, you have one of mine people. And they would have said, right, we'll give it to you. What happened? What about this other guy? No, that's Honduras. That's Honduras problem. So would have been just stuck there.
Send him back to the Middle East.
What?
I said, send him back to the Middle East.
They'll be like, nope, not on our papers.
So,
Keep it.
So guys, I would love to hang out with you guys all night, but we do have like another guest soon to get to. But can we make a promise that you two, maybe Sebastian, we can all do another show in 2026? Can we all do a full show of Cavalier again? And get together
Absolutely.
and do a whole show, because I miss you
Absolutely.
guys. Even if it's on here, man, I want to do it with you guys, and you're always family, so I want to do it.
Whenever you guys just let us know, we'll be there for you. Happy birthday, my brother. And thanks for having us again. And send me reminders on Tuesday now. Is it the HERF? Yeah. Send me reminders.
It's always
I'll get
been on
you,
Tuesday.
I'll get you my phone number. I'll send it to you on the Instagram so you have it. And then the Instagram. It's like the Google. The Google.
The Google.
First thing that popped in my head. I
Facebook.
love it.
It's
All
the
right, we love
Facebook.
you guys
The
today.
Googles.
I'll see you guys
for
soon.
everything.
I'll see you guys
Much love.
soon.
Thank you guys.
Just saying. Hey, Jack. Thank you for everything that you do for the brand. Absolutely
pleasure.
love what you're doing for Cavalier. Thank you for everything that you're doing for TriStar. Brian, I can't thank you enough for everything that you do. Love you, brother. Give the
Thank
boy
you
a
for the
hug
support.
from me.
Thank you for the
And
support.
I will do my best to promise you that Mick and I will be down there sometime in 26 because I want to give the boy a hug.
You heard that. Yeah. Heard that. All right, fellas. We love you. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Have a great night.
Happy birthday.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bros.
So I worked on Full Circle all week, man. So I gotta admit, the next one is not Full Circle because it's the one that bailed that I told you in the something came up, life happens, we all get it. So I threw you a wild card. So if there's a wild card in the show tonight, starts with a J and he should be logged in right now.
Well, so right now in the queue is it's me and Charles the Sexy Wife. So as soon as I see somebody jump on that I can see a video, that you've turned on your camera, I will put them on. But right now, I don't have anybody on there right now. So
All right.
I will say, in just this bit of time, there has been 145 comments.
Oh yeah.
145 comments.
So let me stop you. So I'm gonna tell you that I knew the start and the end is where we would have the love. The middle, this is gonna get a little weird. So just bear with us. The next two guests, just sit back and have fun with it. But after that, we'll ease you back into a great birthday. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go for the ride.
So I'm waiting for somebody to turn on a camera to let me know that they're there. So until they do, just going in through some comments right now. So Hammer Hour. Oh, so Memphis Beer Drinkers.
Black Hammer.
Hell yeah,
Black
Real
Hammer,
Smoke.
what's up?
Yeah. So the next one, which it looks like everything's freezing up. It figures. So he's seeing Pink Elephant shortly. Not sure what that means, but okay, cool. Big Bears to talk to. Could get that one in there. You're going to give Jack a big head.
Hit the button. You got to hit the button.
That's like so many different things that I got to actually like go into. So
okay,
I don't.
Spit on that thing. You get me? Gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
So what else? By the way, if you need to send messages out to people that need to like actually jump on screen, go ahead and do that one.
I just did.
Nobody's jumping. Okay. So Cigars with Angel says Aldi knows about putting his ass out there, usually working from a corner. Aldi's on here. He says, "You mean Jack, not Sebastian?" Oh. Big Bear says just watching for wires.
But
Better than smoking coming out of it. They're having a conversation that we don't know about,
I think
and
they
I'm
are
afraid to actually jump into it. Going back into it, Samsa says, do the YouTube things. Bro, put it in the comments. Let us know where you're at, what you're doing. Welcome to the States. Can't wait to actually get up with you and see you. I know Mick is super excited. I hope that I can get in there and get to see you and hug your neck. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and rub it. I mean, you can do all that if you want to. Go for it. Good luck finding a place to smoke in LA, Mark. No joke. Lost Mick again. Yeah, Mick froze up a couple times. It happens. Like family.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of, I mean, they are talking like crazy. So, guys, if I know that I'm not getting to all the comments on here, but if anybody has things to say, post them in there. I will try to get to them as I can. Real Smoke Podcast, where the guests are legends, the cigars are premium, and the hosts are trying to remember where they left their walkers and checking their depends.
Thanks, buddy. I'm still good.
Yeah,
I should
kind of.
I should wear Depends on this because I got to pee. Like now it's getting cold. I got to pee like every 40 minutes. I mean, it just happens. I'm not even drinking that much. So did we get anybody pop in there yet, or are we gonna skip the next guest? I mean, I don't know. What's
I will say, well, we have It's Me, Charles' sexy wife, and Josephus has jumped on here, but he says devices not connected. So, Josephus, we're waiting for you to go ahead and do the thing. Go ahead and get your camera going because, oh, God, if you're the next one on here, I'm leaving.
So that's the one that Ryan could not make it tonight. We wish Ryan could have made it tonight, one of our TriStar brothers. But since he couldn't, I tried to get somebody else who couldn't make it. They were out tonight. So I said, F it. Let's bring on Josephus because he's always got something great to say. Always.
Josephus.
Is he?
He jumped off. He fell off. So we'll just keep going. So far you're doing a smack up job, sir. I will say this: getting the wife and the kids to come out here and do the happy birthday, and then to do Jack and Brian. Great job on that one. So far,
Kylie,
you're doing a bang up job.
Oh, you're gonna hate the middle, but you're gonna love the end. You're gonna love the beginning and the end. So that's kind of how I do it with my employees at work. You know, you got to start it off.
We're an hour and 17 in right now, and I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? So Josephus has just jumped into the green room.
Okay.
Waiting for him to actually turn on the camera. It says devices are not connected. So I will say, Cavalier, you guys saved me. Jack, thank you so much. My mouse absolutely took a shit. It was not, it's one of these laser mouses that, have some kind of area to pick up. And I could not get it to pick up any, whatever signal or whatever it's doing. So I got one of these at the last herf that we had. That thing is working out as the best cigar mouse ever. So I'm over here using that one. So Josephus, make sure you turn on your camera, buddy. Come on out here. So Cigars with Angel says, being a cigar podcast host just means Charles is aging like a fine Maduro, slowly with a few cracks and surrounded by smoke and stories that he can't quite remember anymore. I can't disagree.
Yeah.
So Mitch is on here and he says, Sophie is our favorite. Shut up. Just shut up.
I don't even know who Sophie is. She wasn't on camera.
Sophie's my daughter. I
do know who she
back
is.
in the early days of TriStar, Sophie was really young. So Sophie would come on every evening And one of the things that we always said about TriStar was that the first part of the HERF was family oriented. Whether you wanted to have your kids, your wife, or whatever, everybody was acting, in their best behavior, just so that if, your wife or your significant other or your kid was walking by, they would not, hear something that they shouldn't. So Sophie would jump on here and, there's a few people that, became Sophie fans, and Sophie became really good friends and fans of theirs. Mike and Sophie our brother Mike is the number one supporter of Sophie. And then Mitch, because Mitch and Jennifer worked in the same field, it was one of those things where Mitch and Sophie got to know each other. And then Sophie ended up getting a little crush on one of our other brothers, Ben. And it was so funny when she was younger. And I hope she's on here listening to this one, because she's going to hate me for saying it. But she would be so embarrassed when Ben would get on there, because she would want to be able to see Ben, because she thought he was the cutest thing ever. So, got to say that. So,
That is
oh yeah.
So, I don't know if you're looking at the chat, so I guess we're just skipping this guest completely. I'm sorry, Josephus. I tried, man. I tried to get you a little airtime because we love the support that you give us. I still am a little confused by the video last weekend, but I played it like 100 times. It was great. He can't turn on his camera.
It scared me.
It scared me too, but that's why I was hoping to get a little bit of that tonight. But he can't turn on his camera or mic. It won't let him open up the option for the screen. So I don't know what is going on with that. So the next guest is not scheduled for the next 6 minutes, but I could probably get him on early because I know they're watching. Are you a fan of Ed Gein? You watch that Monsters movie that was just on Netflix? I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff.
I don't have any clue what that is.
Ed Gein, the serial killer? No? You don't know who that is?
Nope.
You should look him up on your phone. Ed Gein, man. So, I don't know. It is almost Halloween time, so I thought we'd do a little something weird in the middle and have a little fun.
I'm absolutely terrified what you're talking about.
So, brother, if you're watching, go ahead and log on. And
we have one that says Ed Skeen on here, who has his camera on. Are you ready for me to bring him on?
Are you ready for us to bring him on? I'm just gonna sit back and watch this because I know what's coming. There we go.
So I will say, wait, Josephus is on here right now with camera ready.
He gets 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
All right. So here is the one and only. Look at the man. Just would you look at him? Just
hi.
How are we doing?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You are probably the scariest man that I know. What's going on, brother?
The scariest one I know too. I can't top that story. I've never been deported. I've been kicked out of Walmart once or twice, but that's about it.
Bro, I got to tell you, I know this is all last minute. Sorry you had the camera issues and whatever. I don't know what happened, but dude, we are huge fans of what you do, man. Like your silent cigar stuff is amazing. We love watching that. And you've been a huge supporter of the show, man, since day one. So we appreciate you. And I at least wanted you, being a huge fan and somebody we appreciate as well, just come on and say hi and maybe fuck with the birthday boy a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah, I love you fellas. I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me on here, especially with all the huge guests and people you have on here. To have a little peon like me on here, it's crazy. I'm honored.
I will say one of the things that I love is one, there will be so many comments in the chat that are straight-laced, very, very proper. And then we'll get one of your comments on there and you will see the look on either Mick or I's face. And I'll just post it on there and we'll start rolling and we'll have a serious conversation with a guest. And I'll just post the comment on there just so it's on there and we're both rolling. and the guest is thinking that we're laughing at what they're saying, and we have no clue what they're saying because we're watching what you're saying.
Well, thank you. I enjoy the hell out of it. I appreciate you fellas. Did you
I
see my
will say this,
video? How
Will.
much I missed you?
I did. It was
And-
Oh
amazing.
yeah,
It,
it terrified me.
it terrified
and
me
don't
too,
forget
but
to-
I love.
Let's get the likes up for that birthday boy. It's his birthday. Get the likes up. Come on. It's his birthday.
It's my birthday. Come on,
his
help us
birthday.
out.
I don't know if this is really his, but I got this at a thrift store in Ellerby, which is where Andre the Giant lived. And it might be, it might be a mold.
It might be.
I don't want to know what you do with that thumb.
It sits outside.
This is why we
I did,
Gotcha.
I did go to a thrift store today. I was thinking about you, Charles. It's your birthday. And I found a little light. And it's a really bright, like almost coal miner light. It plugs in, has a little switch. And I put it onto a AJ Fernandez box. And I'll ship that out to you for your birthday, man. So happy birthday. I was thinking about
There
you.
you go.
And it's a really bright light.
That's awesome.
It is. It's awesome.
But I'll get
That's
your
awesome.
address. I'll get your name, address, your blood, semen, stool, all that good stuff, and I'll get this right out to you.
Bravo.
So
What are we
I
smoking
have to
tonight?
ask, where do you live?
Oakboro. It's about
Where's
it's
that?
about a 660 south west of Charlotte.
Okay. That tells
But
me
have you gone
exactly
over-
where
have you
that's
gone
at.
over
I've
what we're
been-
smoking tonight?
I think I've been there twice.
Have
I'm
you gone over
smoking
what
the
we're smoking?
Broadway from right now I'm smoking the Broadway from Cavalier or from Crown Heads.
Very nice.
Mick is smoking the cigar that we reviewed tonight or for tonight, and it is the Long Live the Queen from Caldwell.
Yes, it is.
I'm smoking the JC Newman House Blend, the factory throwout number 59. It's pretty good.
There you go.
It's awesome, man.
I'm
Well,
waiting. I've been trying to get up with Ish about those AI blends. I'm really excited about trying those. Y'all had them.
Yeah. That was a
That
fun
was
show.
a very cool episode.
Very cool.
So all three of them were completely different, but good.
Yeah, it was
in their own
strange,
right.
man.
I will.
Yes. No, I was just gonna say that. I was proud of Charles tonight, and he said the same thing, man. Both of us nailed exactly which one came from the factory. Well, obviously they all came from the factory, but which one Ish blended, which one the factory blended, which one AI blended, and we nailed that. But I honestly think that AI, the flavor profile probably matched what they asked for a little better, but Ish's cigar was so much better. It was very good, very good.
It was.
I felt bad
So
for Clint.
if you
I felt real
actually-
bad for Clint.
He was awesome.
That was my highlight of the night, was watching Clint. So to watch his head explode with what was going on and him could not realize what he's smoking. I will say, if you took all three cigars and just smoked them and not cared about who made them or whatever, all three cigars were probably pretty decent. But if you took all three cigars, Ish's one that he blended solely was the best one out of all three.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so I gotta get Ed Skeen on here. So
All right.
Hey, Josephus, thanks for jumping on, man. And honestly,
Thank you.
We're fans of you as well, and appreciate all your support, man. And we'll catch up soon, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Josephus, I just saying thank you so much for the support, because you were one of the original people that jumped on here and gave us a try. So I love the fact that you stuck with us and that you actually you don't just watch, you actually engage with everything that's going on. So
Yeah.
that means a lot, because a lot of people don't. So thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you.
It's fun. Thank you, guys. Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, man. Happy birthday to me. So who do I have next?
Ed, we got Ed. Are you ready for Ed?
Yep.
Is your curveball.
I
Here we go.
will. So here we go.
Holy fucking shit. I almost started playing with myself. All right, motherfuckers. All right, everybody. Let's give it up for the birthday boy right here. Come on, boy. Another year older, or as his chiropractor likes to call it, a steady paycheck. Oh, fuck, I'm about to lose my hat. You officially hit the age where your back goes out more than you do. That's pretty good, right? All right. Yeah, I thought it was good. Fuck. Every time you sneeze, it's a coin toss between pulling a muscle or shitting your pants. I've got the over on the little pennies, boy. You like to say you're aging gracefully, but let's be real. Gravity is doing most of the work. You're not aging like a fine wine, man. You're like milk. You're curdling. You're left out too long. You're starting to smell like shit. And speaking of liquids, check out that bourbon collection behind him. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that bourbon collection. You've spent so much on bourbon that your liver should qualify for a small business loan. Your bourbon shelf is possibly the only place in your life that has any real stability. What about this cigars? Shit. You're not only a bourbon collector, you're just hoarding liquid regrets in fancy bottles. You buy $300 bottles, not two, not one, not 50-cent bottles, $300 bottles, and you pour them into your $10 personality. What the fuck?
Shit.
You got more bourbon than the state of Kentucky, and still no one wants to drink with you because you turn everything into a TED Talk on barrel char levels. And your choice of sports teams, the sports teams, you got, you know, if loyalty was a disease, you'd be terminal. You got the Falcons, you got the Braves, you got the Kentucky. Damn, you really hate happiness, don't you? The only thing consistent about your teams is how they ruin your weekend.
Truth.
Fuck, I lost my fucking hat. Son of a bitch. Fucking hat. Stay on, bitch. Cigar break. So you basically collect heartbreak like you do bourbon bottles. And being a Falcons fan really builds character. Mostly the kind that cries during Super Bowls. Like 28-3. What the fuck happened there? What the fuck happened there? Damn. You've seen more collapses with sports teams than a Jenga tournament in an earthquake.
Yeah.
Now, you think cigars and martial arts make you look mysterious, but all they really do is make you smell like a leather saddle that's been left in a cigar lounge. You're only doing martial arts. You're out here doing martial arts like you're in an action movie, but the only thing you kicked lately is the side of your bed at 2 a.m. Sorry, I gotta get some sweet ass cigar. This $4 fucking dollars. Y'all pay $20 for your cigars. I pay $4. Y'all don't know what the fuck is going on. You love talking about discipline and balance, but you've got the focus of a goldfish on this.
Oh shit.
I've also seen him lose a fight to a common housefly. That's a pussy thing. A butane lighter and one bad Instagram review. I mean, it wasn't 10. It was fucking one. One Instagram fucking review. What is going on,
Oh,
Charles?
wow.
And let's talk about those cigars. Let me puff first. The fucking cigars. You love them so damn much, your lungs haven't had a full-time job since 2014. And these cigars, every time he lights them up, it's like he's auditioning for a movie that doesn't exist. He's over here like,
You are
think he's
so
in The
real.
Godfather or something. But no, it's just Charles sitting alone, pretending his bourbon collection is impressed. By the way, it's not, motherfucker. But my favorite part is you'll square up to anybody. You'll puff your cigar like a mob boss, act all tough, and then one little spider shows up, and it's a full-blown horror movie. It's arachnophobia in this motherfucker. You can break boards with your
So
fucking
true.
hands. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, you know. You can break boards with your fucking hands, but one daddy long legs turns you into a synchronized screamer. Sound just like you, buddy. So here's to you. Hey, bitch, bring me a beer. Bring me a fucking beer.
No shit.
So
Oh,
here's
shit.
to you, Charles. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy who my cue card person is over here fumbling through her cue cards, and I have no idea. The tough guy who smells like cigars, bourbon, throws punches in slow motion, and screams like a little toddler when a spider drops by. Happy birthday, man. May your cigars stay lit, your back stay loose, and your courage finally last longer than a spider encounter. And watch this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Okay. I got nothing on that one.
Thank you, Ed. That was fucking amazing.
Thanks. Thanks, Ed.
Amazing.
Can I do you anything else? Or am I just going to stand here and look at you all night?
I just can't. Thank you and good night. I don't.
Oh my God! Look at. Oh my God!
Girlfriend right there. She's pretty good in the bed. She wears that all the time. It feels good. Beautiful. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were
thanks,
made
Ed.
for this. I don't even know what to say.
I'm terrified.
You should be.
I would like to say. I would like to say that everything that you said was. It looks like somebody's scrotum.
Well,
I'm saying.
I didn't say what part of their body.
I would like to say that everything that you said was wrong, but I don't think I can.
Well, somebody knows you well. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's somebody that just talked in my ear a little bit.
I'm keeping my curtains closed from now on.
Ed
Thank
did a
you,
great job.
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bravo.
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Skeen,
Mystery guest.
show some respect.
Show some respect. All right.
All right, bro. Thank you.
So, so can I kick him off?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
What's that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think he's gonna kick you off, but thank you.
Love you, Charles. Happy birthday.
Thanks, Mr. Ed. I don't know what the fuck that was, but why? Why?
Tell me it wasn't.
Why the
tell me
hell
it
was
wasn't
that?
Awesome. It was awesome.
That why? That will be in my nightmares for years.
I think it's the first time I've cried that hard on the show. My gut hurts. Holy
I
shit.
really hope that our AI clip thing that does this one pick that one up, because I will say Big Bear just said, "What the frig did I just watch?" I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself.
It was phenomenal. All right, you
That
should
was
have another.
fantastic. Great job, Mick. We got Paul on here.
There you go. There's your next one.
All right. So if he jumps out here with a mask on and no pants, I quit. I'm just saying.
I told him not to wear pants. Paul, tell me you were.
What's
tell
up,
me
you
watching
beautiful
that.
man?
I can't sit here from the waist down. I'm worried about Charles's daughters being present. So I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that just happened. That was my mind a little bit.
That was epic, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. He took a lot of material away from me. So I mean, a lot of fears, a lot of phobias. So I will say, for me to go not by that, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. But I'm probably not going to go the roast method here. I'll probably talk about, several years ago, Charles and I, we used to jump on hearse, and nobody else would be on them. And we got to know each other way more than we needed to be honest with you. So, I was thinking about what to talk about during the birthday and kind of what story I would talk about. And I was really just looking in Tennessee history, and I was looking back, and I want to tell a story about Sam Davis. So Sam Davis was a Confederate scout here in Middle Tennessee, lived in Smyrna. He was captured in Pulaski, right? So when they captured him, they noticed he had a bunch of documents on him, and they wanted him to give the positions of all of his friends and their location. And this is in November 1863. So 2 days after they captured him, he's 21 at the time, they said, "We will let you go and no harm will come to you. You just need to turn your friends in." And he said, "I'd rather die 1,000 deaths than betray a friend." And then they executed. So the thing I will talk about is unity and friendship, and things that people don't seem to understand about the cigar world, and the relationships that we form with each other, and the friendships that come through being with each other through multiple times, ups and downs in our lives, and man, Woodrow Wilson said friendship is the only thing, the only cement that will keep the world together. So my thing to you, Charles, is I appreciate your friendship more than you know. I'm glad you're around friends and family tonight. Just want to tell you we love you, man. Keep it up. I'm happy to be a friend of yours, man. So from the bottom of my heart, happy birthday.
I will say this. One of the coolest things is that when my wife and I met Paul, it was really some of the first times we started hanging around Middle Tennessee. And Paul was the one that every time we would come into town, we would ask where to go. And it wasn't like the typical person that you would have that would say, "Hey, go to this place because it's good." It was, "Go to this place and let me tell you about the history." And as somebody who loves history, he walked us around Middle Tennessee with the love and passion of history, but of things to experience, whether it was food, whether it was, sights to go see or whether it was just an experience to be had. And I remember the second time that Jennifer and I went to Middle Tennessee together, it wasn't me saying, hey, let me reach out to Paul. It was her saying, hey, what does Paul have for us? Because this is going to be fun. And, you know, listening to whatever the hell just happened before, that had me crying because it was laughter. I mean, that was just insane. But listening to Paul talk, it was one of the things that has me tearing up because it's a true friend. It's a true person that, like he said, you know, when we were all in a club together before, and there was many nights that on a hearth that should have been 20 people. It was Paul and I, and we sat and talked history. We talked about food. We talked about his kids. I mean, over the last few years, I've gotten to sit and listen to him talk about his son growing up and the sports that he plays and his wife's job and his job and everything, and growing into that experience to where it's not somebody that I just know, it's somebody that I truly care about. And you know,
I appreciate that and feel the same way, man. So it's been some roller coasters, brother, but hey,
I will say, you know, there was one time when we were with a previous club, I decided to travel across the state to do an event, and I stayed at Paul's house, and one of the best cigar experiences was I was so tired. I mean, there's no way to express how tired I was. And I showed up at his house, and I just drove from East Tennessee 5 hours to where he's at. And then we still had 4 hours to go to West Tennessee. And he's like, hey, just ride with me. And then we did that thing, and we came back that night. And he's like, just crash at the house. And, you know, I was sitting in a chair outside on his porch where he's sitting right now, probably right next to where he's sitting right now.
Yep.
And one of the best cigar experiences was he said, hey, try this with me. And we ended up having a cigar and some bourbon. And I was sitting there drinking that and smoking that. And he said, what are you thinking? And I said, I'm just enjoying the moment. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the best. That will forever stand out into one of the best memories I've ever had. And it was at his house where he's sitting right now.
I remember that smoke right now, man. It was excellent. So, but man, not to get all mushy here at the end, but leading into your daughter, it's been a great experience to see her on the herbs and watch her grow up as well. All of your family, man. So, but nothing but love coming from Middle Tennessee, man. Happy birthday, brother. Wishing you nothing but the best, man.
Yeah, I know we said it earlier in the show, man.
Bro,
cigars have brought us all together, man. Cigars have brought us all together, man. And Paul, I know we've still somehow never met in person, even though we talk like 1,000 fucking times and we send each other shit every day almost.
Oh yeah,
still never met in person, man. But I knew you need to be a part of this, man. And I wanted to.
I will say, Mick, if you one of the people that you can meet, the most genuine person in the world, that's no bullshit and he is all real. Paul's the guy.
Only way to be.
That's the reason I fell in love with him and his family, is because they are real deal Holyfield great people.
Yeah, that's how I roll too, man. So I guess that's why I feel that connection, man. Even though we've never hung out, man. So I mean that, and thank you for you're one of the first ones to come back and say, "Fuck yeah, I'm in on this, man." And I want to go.
Yeah, hell yeah, sign me up. I still don't know what I saw first, but I'm here.
I don't know either. I'm sorry.
If I didn't throw a curveball in the middle of this thing, I'm not doing my job. So
it was awesome. Now I got my laughs out, so that was good. So, but fellas, y'all have a great evening, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Paul, Love you, brother. Give so much
Love you.
love to the wife and kid. So
You got it, my man.
Thanks, brother.
Same to yours, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh shit! It's okay. I've always
batting
told you my favorite I've always told you my favorite cigar is the one that takes you on the roller coaster ride up and down. You've had me tearing up because I've been laughing my ass off, and you've had me tearing up because that
We're winning. We're winning.
I love Paul.
We're winning.
I love
winning,
Paul.
man. I know you do. I tried for one more, brother.
So-
it just didn't quite work out tonight, but I think we've hit the mark so far. So the next guest should be showing up about right now.
Is it John?
It might be.
Oh God, I'm in trouble.
Well, I don't know how I follow. Thank God that fucking Paul was there before fucking Ed, after Ed, because I don't know how to follow that.
So what did you think about Ed?
What the fuck was I watching?
How great was it?
He was amazing. He was amazing. Josephus, next level. I had a chance to hang out with him at an event. He is as advertised. Fucking dude is solid. Absolutely love him. I couldn't have been happier that I hung out with him for a couple hours. He came to meet me at an event in Dunn, North Carolina. We had a blast. So, Charles, fuck man, happy birthday,
bro. Where is Josephus from?
North Carolina.
I still didn't get Okay, yeah. I still couldn't figure out where he's from.
He's outside of Charlotte. He's outside of Charlotte. Yeah, fucking great dude. So, I actually took some notes. So I wrote a couple of things.
Oh
down.
God.
Yeah.
So, oh God.
Yeah. Well, so one of the things that we always laugh about with Charles, he dresses like he lost a fight at fucking Bass Pro Shop, right? And he's always walking around with that vibe like he's gonna go and fix something, but nothing ever fucking gets fixed, right? He's always talking about the farm and all the shit that's on there. We never hear him about fixing anything though. He's also the guy. Now we all know Charles likes to talk, right? We know this. So he's the guy that turns a 5-minute story into a hostage situation. We got to call Mick. We can bail us out. Call a 13. We can get us out of this one. All right. And listen, I know that black belt test, that next level's coming up. If talking was cardio, bro, you'd be shredded. Right? No, huh? So listen, he starts telling a story. All right. We all start quietly checking our watches like we're going to start a marathon. And that's usually what's going to happen, right? He starts talking about breakfast. Before you know it, you miss lunch, you miss dinner, and you've lost your wolf. Right? It is what it is. Right? Charles is also the guy. He's got almost as many IG profiles and has lost as many IG profiles as he's had birthdays. So, and we've all lived through that. Right? You know I'm right. But seriously, dude, we have known each other for a number of years through a bunch of different clubs, the opportunity to bring the TriStar to other states, and being the one that helped bring that about, and then bringing in the serial killer from Louisiana and our boys from New York, Frankie, and just it has been so much fun. And it's like that constant, like I know if I got somewhere, if I just want to go and chill, I know where I can go, and it's going to be a blast. And it's just meeting up with everybody and seeing the love and the support is something that you've created. Cannot thank you enough for that. And here's to many, many more years of this. The podcast has been a blast. I thank you guys for letting us be, one of the first ones to come in as a sponsor. That was huge for Tanya and I. And it couldn't have been any better as far as being able to be that first one in there, man. It means the world to us. So, with that, happy birthday. Enjoy yourself. And Nick, don't forget, you got to break when you got the job, right?
Absolutely. Man, I know it's his birthday. I'll let him finish up with the thank yous. But man, you were probably the first or second one. I think Paul might have been the first, but to say absolutely, I'm in. I got something going on at night, but I'm going to make it work. So, thank you.
Listen, I was hanging out at the local with Sarah and Joe from the rep from West Tampa, and she's an absolute trip. We had a blast. We were talking about her dad, and I brought up how he was on here with you guys, and she was just telling some great stories. She's an absolute sweetheart. We had a blast. Tanya came over because Sarah's a huge Swiftie, so I said, Tanya, I got someone that you're gonna need to meet. So Tanya came over, And the two of them geeked out over Taylor, and allowed me to smoke cigars and hang out with the fellas. So, but yeah, it was fun. And she's like, "We gotta go." I said, "Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get home. I gotta make sure that I'm on for this. I wasn't missing this for anything."
Much love.
That means a lot.
Charles,
So I will say,
thank you. You know what you mean to me, man. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
I will say that, you know, when we took the big leap off to try to do something that was our own club, we wanted to do something that was Tennessee based, and you know that was only the site that we had. We were going to do something Tennessee based, and you jumped on and said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing something more than that?" And you know, the love that I had for what you were doing, and I loved what you were doing, you know, to the fact of just watching what you were doing. I mean, the stuff that you posted, the you know, getting to meet with people, I love that. And it was like, okay, yeah, let's do something that's outside Tennessee. And then getting to know you personally, it was like, you know, that was it was something that became more of that was the thing that we needed to do. And now it's been a couple of years, and coming to find out and watching your journey through what you're doing. I mean, you talk about what we're doing on here. I mean, the shit that you're going through and the stuff that you've gone through over the last couple of years. You went for someone that was enjoying cigars to, hell, you're repping like 15 freaking cigar brands right now. And it's not the typical cigar brand rep that's looking to say, hey, I'll rep that one. It's somebody that's jumped into it for a different reason. You're like, I remember you telling me I won't rep any cigar that I don't believe in. And that is so different than a typical cigar rep, because they rep cigars because there's money behind it. You're repping cigars because there's integrity behind it. And that's something that inspires me to do what we're doing, because, you know, I don't want to go out here and say a cigar is great if it's not.
Right.
I don't want to say a cigar is something that it's not, because there's a big name behind it and it might get us clout and get us views. I look at you and you're going, you know, I don't want to rep this brand because I don't believe in the integrity of the cigars. And it's your brand is your brand. You are about the integrity of what's going on. And that's inspiring to me for what I do.
And Mick knows. What do we have? What do we have behind the G walls? We ain't got nothing but our integrity, our respect and our integrity. It's that simple. So I brought that into this, and I mean, and between the cigars and the beard company, man, I'm nothing without the community itself. You know, just the support from everybody, and it's been just to go different places and just talk to people and they smoke this stuff, and you know, it's so much fun. And this is what I want my life to be after. I can't wait to quit this job, but I can't wait to be doing this full time. And you know, so because it's what I love. You know,
you will be. I have no doubt, man. Your integrity will take you where you want to be, and we love what you're doing, man. We absolutely do. It's who I am. It's who Charles is, and that's why we love you so much. Man.
I'm freaking inspired by somebody that was, you know, you were 100% somebody who was a cigar enthusiast. We didn't smoke cigars to smoke cigars. We smoked cigars to enjoy cigars. We were enthusiasts of the tobacco, the blend behind it. We nerded out on what made a cigar a cigar. And you went from somebody who posted cigars that they liked on Instagram, then to repping a couple of brands, to repping multiple brands, to now being a co-owner in a brand that we all love.
Yeah. And I say it all the time. All props to Alan and Ernie from Family by Loyalty by taking me in, because I mean they had no reason to. It was Miyagi went over to Blackbird, dropped my name to Alan, and I had a 2-hour conversation with him on the phone, and went from there. And I mean that dude, they've taught me so much about it and allowed me to expand to where I am. So I'm
in the early days of this podcast, in the early days of this podcast, it was you and Miyagi that was talking up cigars, family by loyalty. And that was one of the first brands that we had on here because you guys backed us as somebody who was reputable to talk to. We were nothing. We're still nothing. We're just 50 episodes in. And you're working with multiple podcasts, you're working with multiple cigar brands, and you're also a part owner in a cigar brand. And for somebody to come out there and I can't say that you risked your reputation on us, but if we were a couple of jackasses that actually came out here and destroyed cigar brands, that would have looked bad on you. And you gave us the time of day. And then when we were like, hey, we kind of looking to do, some sponsorships, you were like, I'm all in with you guys.
Yeah, it wasn't even like, you heard me say it before. It wasn't even a question. It was a very simple decision. I looked at her and I said, hey, what do you think? And she's like, you tell me. I said, I'm saying yes without a question. She's like, that's all I need. So yeah, it's been a good ride.
I think we all roll along the same lines, man. We're not going to support something we don't believe in. We're going to have fun along the way. We're going to enjoy what we enjoy, and we'd love to talk about it, man. John, the time we spent in Memphis, man, was one of my favorite days over the past year.
Oh, it was a blast.
I feel like we've been connected before we fucking met each other, man. So I appreciate everything and the support you've given for this show, and I felt like you had to be a part of the birthday show. So I'll let you guys finish it out, man. But thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and we love you, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Man, thanks for everything that you've done for us. But there were some hard moments. We've all gone through some hard moments. But in the last year, I've gone through a few, and there weren't many people that actually checked on me. And on the mental health part of it, you made sure that I stayed okay mentally. And if there was never anything else I knew about you, it's the fact that you did that for me and you helped me get through that time, that period of my life. I don't care about anything else that I ever knew about you. It's that point in my life that I needed, and you were there for it. So
having lived it, I don't want to see anybody that I love and care for and respect go through the same thing without having a shoulder, or having somebody to just say, hey, you know what, dude, I need 5 minutes. It's
you were that person.
Yeah. Mick will tell you, it's fucking family. It's family, and that's what you do. You do everything you got to do.
What we do, man. That's what we do, and I appreciate that too.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
all right,
Charles. You need to upload that video now because that's our last guest until we do the video, and then we'll.
Yeah, I fucked up. I didn't hear the video.
You did great, brother. You did great. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
So that video is ready to go whenever you want it to go.
Whenever you're done talking to John. You're done talking to John? John's gone. Okay.
He threw me out.
Thanks, John. I appreciate you, brother.
He's still there, I think. I don't know. I hear him.
No,
It's like that voice.
He threw me out.
John is...
Yeah, he threw me right the fuck out. He's loving that fucking guy.
John is right there.
I'll jump
John
off.
is right there. No,
All right,
you're
see you
good.
guys.
All right, so see ya.
Let's see a video.
This
is our last.
okay.
This is our last guest. It got a little late for this guest, so we did a video. So let's see this last guest.
All right, so let me go and try to find out where all that shit is because it's gonna. Okay, so it's gonna pop up kind of weird in between us, so we'll try to figure it out. So, all right, so the last video. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I am Charles's oldest daughter, Caitlin, and I have a birthday message. I was going to do a roast, but I decided to do something nice because that's just who I am, and he knows that. So make sure he tells you. Happy birthday. I know we haven't always had the easiest relationship. There have been times when we misunderstood each other, when words came out sharper than they should have, and when distance felt easier than trying to bridge the gap. But underneath all that, there's something I've always known. You've cared, even when it wasn't loud. You didn't have to step in the role you did. You didn't have to stay or try or care the way you have, but you did. And as I've grown, I've started to see what that really means. What it takes to love someone who wasn't yours at the start and to keep showing up anyway. I know we've both made mistakes, but I hope you know that despite everything, I'm grateful for you. For your effort, your patience, and even the hard moments that taught me something about love, forgiveness, and family. You deserve a good day, a day where you feel seen and appreciated, because even if I don't always say it, you are, and I love you.
And there we go. So for that intro that you did and surprised me with, you're welcome, and I love you. You want me to keep talking? I can keep talking for a minute if you want. That's cool. I could.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta say, man. So let me tell you this. From minute one, I had to get Jen's approval for a lot of shit tonight. So first off, props to your wife. That's how much she loves you, and she worked with me on this every step of the way. She was responsive to everything I needed, and she was amazing. Your family, man, you've raised a hell of a family, and like she said, you stepped into a role you didn't have to, and you played a fucking amazing role in these kids' lives, man. And you're more than a brother to me, man. I love you, and I wanted to put something special on for you. I wanted her on live, but you know what? I think that played the role I wanted it to anyway. So I wanted this to be full circle tonight, and I wanted it to be family, and I love you, bro.
Oh.
I can ramble for hours if you need me to. I can ramble for hours if you need me to.
There's not much I can say about that one.
I know how proud you are, man. I know how hard it is being a girl dad, and especially jumping into a role like that, man. So I appreciate what you did.
That was my oldest, and I mean, she was the oldest when I married her mom, and the day I married her mom, I got blessed with 3 amazing kids. I didn't have any of my own, but the day that I married her mom, I was given 3 amazing kids, and she's the oldest. And there's been a couple of times on here where you guys have heard that, you know, hey, my oldest, she graduated UT, University of Tennessee. And then she, within a few months later, because she decided to take so many summer classes, with less than a year later, she graduated with her master's degree in special education. And then before she graduated, she was offered a job from multiple schools. And she is now a teacher in our local county as a special education teacher. And I'm not saying, she said it. It wasn't, anybody who is one of the bonus dads out there, it's never been the easiest time ever. But no matter how hard those times have been, it's been well worth every minute of it. So whether it's been her or her brother or her sister, there are so many things that I can be proud of in my life. Whether it's been, the school, the business that I've brought up, the personal accolades that I've achieved, everything that I've done in the past. The 3 things that I'm most proud of are those 3 kids. And, I would not have had it without, meeting the perfect woman in my life, which was their mom. And Damn.
I'm still not
That
sure
girl, that girl has brought so many tears to my eyes, but this one's been the happiest tears I've ever had. Just saying.
I'm not sure if you're going to thank me for this later or kick me in the nuts, but either way, you're welcome and happy birthday. And
I'm going to thank you and kick you in the nuts. Just saying. But I also want to say it's still in the background. It's me and Charles' sexy wife. So are any
Bring
of
your
those
wife
people ever?
No, they're not supposed to be on the show. I mean, your wife brought the cake out, but bring her on if she's still on. I mean, bring her on. Bring your wife on.
If Charles' sexy wife is on there and would like to be on here, please, for the love of God, woman, please be on here. Because I have talked about you so many times that I would love for you to jump on here. So if you can turn the camera on and jump on here, do it. But let me just say this. So you brought up some people from podcast beginnings. Brian. Fantastic. Club beginnings. You brought up Paul. You go all the way into, I don't know what the hell the guy with the weird face was, but I mean,
but it was fun.
He knows way more about me than he ever should. That's great. You get John on here. All the people that you've had on here, you did a fantastic job. So great job to, everything that you did. So, want to just thank you for it. So, honey, if you're on here and still watching, which you're in the background, freaking jump on here. Find a place in the house that you want to be safe at and just jump on here. Do you have any more guests that you're bringing on here? Because I don't know if I can emotionally or physically handle it.
No, that was the last one, man. I saved the best for last. I figured that one would catch you off guard. I really wanted it live, but I guess her signal's not great at the where she's living, and
where she lives, it's not.
Yeah, so it didn't work out, and she was one of the last ones on how things fell for people's schedules. So a video was great. I hated to send it to you early to upload because I knew you'd kind of be tipped off on it, but it still got what I wanted out of it. I wanted to see her. That was a great video, man. It gave me fucking goosebumps. So it was awesome. It did. Loving. It was everything. It was everything I wanted. So
she did a good job.
I scripted a lot of shit tonight, but I did not script her. She did that all on her own.
I do have to ask, who was the weird guy?
I can't tell you, man. It's my secret. It's my
my
secret.
Man, that's crazy.
My secret guy. It's my secret guy.
That's your secret guy?
Yeah. What do you think, though? Did he do a good job? It's almost like he had some acting classes or something.
That was insane thing. So I will say that, we do have a couple of things, just because of. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I think we hit all the high points and the low points tonight and had a little bit of roasting, but a lot of love. And it hit everything I wanted to, man. So now I'm relaxed. I'm having a cigar. I'm enjoying life. Things are good, man. So I guess it's probably time to finish out with some segment spots and call it a night, man. If your wife's not jumping on it, she might be in bed by now.
I'm not sure what she's doing. So, we do have, technically, we do have a couple of different things. We have cigar review. We do have, we have a couple of prizes to give away. And we have Meanwhile in Memphis.
I guess we knock it out, man.
That sound about right?
We call it a night. Yeah, it sounds perfect, brother.
All right, so I'm over here doing. I'm trying to get everything ready for. Guys, if you haven't typed in, go ahead and type in. I know we did not put up the little banner on here. We did not do the Meanwhile in Memphis or the giveaway stuff. go ahead and type in hashtag real smoke real quick and go ahead and do that one. And we do have two $25 gift cards to give away from Cigar Vault, not Beard Apothecary. I know that it, Mick is all about that one, but go ahead and type into the podcast chat right now, whether you're on Facebook or Rumble, go type in hashtag real smoke. And I am trying to get that one on here right now, if I can type in correctly. Yeah.
Did you finish that birthday bourbon, or you finish that off, or you get a little more?
Oh, shit. I already drunk the bourbon, and I'm already on probably a 1/3 of the tequila at the moment. So we'll come over here. Wait, here we go. So she's not on here, but
hey, wait. I'm stealing it for a second. I don't know if can she hear me? She can hear me. Hey,
go ahead.
About 75% of what happened tonight was because you helped it along. So thank you so much. You know I love you, and it was amazing. So it was everything I expected tonight. It went better than I expected, because usually when I am involved in shit, it turns to shit. So thank you. You were amazing. I appreciate you. It was awesome.
You did a fantastic job. If not for you, he would have gotten a cake and maybe some dinner, but this was fantastic. You did an awesome job.
Thank you. I hope you got to watch the Ed part in the middle. That was awesome.
I did. I was rolling like.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, it was. I can't even describe what it was. It was just really something.
It was awesome.
And yeah, I couldn't turn my video or audio on in the house because I was crying from the last few minutes. So I thought I would, blow my nose, wipe my eyes, and come out here.
Hey, but you can tell Charles what I had in my notes. Charles's oldest daughter, Jen's approval. It said it in every fucking message I had, because I'm like, not doing anything without Jen's approval. So we worked that out. Everything was perfect, and I seriously teared up a little and like got chills when I watched that video. So I was like, oh yeah, Charles is fucked. This is really good. So it was perfect. Yeah. Thank you both. It was amazing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she if she saw that one, she knew that I was going to cry on that one. So.
I owed you that one. I owed you that one from the intro. I really did. You know that.
Oh yeah. So let's see. I've got to try to go ahead, and she's now running away. So, oh, she says it's cold out here. So, let's see. Give everybody just a few seconds, because now everything is all like cattywampus. All right, so everybody type into your whatever, your comments. Go ahead and type in hashtag real smoke. I'm going to go ahead and try to get everything back on here like it's supposed to be. Yeah, that was fun.
Is somebody sponsoring the prizes tonight? I'm making sure we're not missing anybody. It's a mess tonight because I'm hosting this show.
So I do believe it is Brooders, right?
Yeah, we're missing like 4 people right now. So yeah, we'll go with Brooders. That sounds good.
All right. So I will say that we do have a cigar review to do. So are you ready to do cigar review?
Sure. If you want to start there.
Cigar review is brought to you by Beard Apothecary. So let's go ahead and roll in Beard Apothecary.
What up, Real Smoke fam? Here we are in the most metal room in the house. I'm going to take us on a little secret mission into the secret lair of the mad scientist. Do not tell her I showed you this stuff. This room freaks me out. It is nothing but Taylor Swift, all Tay-Tay, all the time. I just can't. There's just Taylor Swift everywhere. Albums, all kinds of stuff. What I want to give you guys a sneak peek of is listed on the number right here. We've got us a brand new item coming out pretty soon called the Ever Inked Tattoo Balm. It'll help revitalize your tattoos. You can go on with new tattoos, which means I got to go get one, test it out. We should be releasing that in the near future. I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you guys very much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the boys. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Love
Back. That works. So we do have a cigar review to do. So guys, while we do that one, make sure you type in #RealSmoke. That way we can get you guys entered in to 2 gift cards, $25 each, to Cigar Vault Oakdale, not Beard Apothecary. Just saying. So let's go ahead and do this one. Mick, what do you got for the cigar that we're doing tonight?
All right, so I will say I've smoked a cigar probably 30 times in my life. Tonight was not my best review because I was so freaked out by how much shit I had going on and making sure guests were lined up and everything was ready. So probably not my best review, but I do enjoy this cigar. Let us know what you think. But aroma from the body, I got barnyard sweetness and a touch of floral. Aroma from the foot, I got hay, natural sweetness, light floral. Taste from the cold draw, natural tobacco sweetness, maybe a little almonds, nuttiness, and a touch of leather. First, third notes, I got caramel, almond, baking spices, leather, maybe a little bit of rye bread. The retro, I got coffee, like a cappuccino kind of mocha taste, and light black pepper. Second, third notes, I got like a bready rye flavor again. Almond, leather, coffee, espresso. Retro, I got pepper and light mocha. And the final third notes, I got espresso, rye toast, light almond, leather, mild earthiness. Retro, I got pepper, mild sweetness, cocoa. I will say there's not many transitions in this cigar, but if you're sitting out having a couple drinks with the boys, I mean, it's a good cigar. It's solid. I love the flavor profile. I enjoy it. I know Charles didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but I enjoyed it. Pre-light experience, 17 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, I got a 14 out of 15. Construction characteristics, I gave it a 27 out of 30. And smoke production and final thoughts, I gave it a 32 out of 35. I gave it a 90.
A 90. All right. So, let's see. Aroma off the body, earth, barnyard, chocolate. Aroma off the foot, sweet tobacco, fruity notes. Taste off the cold draw, tobacco. On the light, lots of wood, floral notes up front, followed by a strong black pepper. Into the first third, notes up front is a wood, earth, and floral, followed by an almond sweetness and lots of pepper spice. The retro is floral, earth, and pepper. Draw is slightly snug. Smoke is thin and wispy. Ash holds but is flaky. Burn is razor sharp. Medium body, medium plus in strength. Long finish. Into the second third, woody, earth, coffee, flavor, followed by a floral and pepper in the back of the throat. The retro is floral, coffee, black pepper. Draw is still slightly the same. Smoke is thin. Burn is great. Ash is tight. Medium body, slight full in strength, and long finish. And the final third notes up front are dry oak, black coffee, black pepper. Retro is oak, earth, coffee, black pepper. Finish is drying. Draw is better. Burn is great. Ash holds and is better. Finish is still long but bitter. Strength is slightly full. So on the pre-light experiences, I gave it a 20 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, I gave it a 12 out of 15. Smoking construction and characteristics. Construction, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Draw, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Burn, gave it a 10 out of 10. Smoke production and texture, I gave it a 4 out of 5. Overall experience, a 15 out of 5. Would I smoke it again? Maybe occasionally. Gave it a 6 out of 10 for a 25 out of 35. My total was an 85. So you take Mick score, my score, and you rate that and you give it a 87.5, we give that score to the runner, goes to an 88. So the Real Smoke Podcast gives this score an 88.
It's one of the first cigars that we've actually had a difference in profile that I liked and you didn't. It's
oh yeah,
it's a
and
taste
it was
for sure.
What was your score?
90.
90. So you gave it a 90. I got an 85. Scores up in the middle, about an 88. So I mean, once again, not a bad cigar at all.
It wasn't your
it's
profile.
one of those.
What happened?
Yeah, it wasn't my profile. Not at all. So, there's going to be a lot of people, and there is a lot of people that absolutely love this cigar. So, but it's not my profile. So,
I would not rate it as one of my top cigars ever, but it's one of those ones that I will grab when I know it's something I don't want to think about when I'm having a few drinks, and I just enjoying a cigar. And it does fit my profile quite a bit. It just doesn't have many transitions. It's not exciting. It's not anything crazy, but it's a solid cigar.
Right. So we do have I'm going through notes right now. Sorry. We do have the prizes to give away, 2 $25 gift cards to Cigar Vault. The only 2 for the month that's on here is Mike and Tony, who won. Let's see, who won last week? We do have or a week before that. So we do have Hologram.
Yep.
And Mash Bill.
Yep.
So, Mick, I'll let you go ahead and give the information away that we always got to do, just so it saves us, so people don't fight over all the wonderful stuff.
Yeah, so if you won this month, which is who Charles just mentioned, you cannot win again this month. If you don't see your name, if you punch in the correct hashtag, we promise you're in there. StreamYard promises us that you're in there. But yeah, if you won this month already, we'll respin the wheel. But yeah, good luck to everyone. And
so the 4 people on here is Mike, Tony, Hologram, and Mash Bill. So if you guys have won already this month, you cannot win again. It is going to be given away to 2 new people. So hopefully it's new people that's never won before. But if it happens to be somebody who's won before, hey, great. That's awesome and wonderful. So make sure.
Supposed to be partial. I'm not supposed to be partial, but Frank has never won, and he was bitching to me this weekend. So I'm hoping Frank wins. I'm partial. I'm a little bit partial. I hope Frank wins. The Black Hammer.
All right. So really quickly, you do have to be on here live to win. You do have to be able to put in here that that you're on here. You do have to make sure that if you are in the comments right now, whenever we draw a name, you do give them a chance to respond. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get the thing on the board. Share screen. My computer is going really slow. You guys already know that. All right. So is it on there yet? Let's find out. Still waiting.
It'll be all
Good
right.
Lord. Yeah.
It'll be all right. Should we sing Kumbaya until it comes up? We can.
Maybe.
Yeah, whatever works.
Let's see. I'm working on it.
Kumbaya,
Share screen. Yeah, don't sing.
Okay. Karaoke is tomorrow. Karaoke is tomorrow. Memphis Filling Station. Be there. You can hear me sing again.
That's right. You're usually there then, right?
I am, yeah. Nobody enjoys it, but it's a good time. I have fun.
Okay. All right, so it is on my screen. So we do have quite a few people on here. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the first group of people. So here we go. Who's going to win the first $25 gift card?
Angela Thompson.
Angela Thompson. Are you on? Get a chance to check quite often because we were going crazy with what was going on. But well, here we go. There it is. Angela says she's here, so Angela wins. Angela, you know what to do. You need to send Mick at the podcast page your mailing name, address, phone number, and email address. That way we can get your card sent out to you.
Congratulations,
All right.
Angela.
Congratulations. All right, so let's go ahead and get her off here, and let's go ahead and spin the next one. Draw again. Here we go. NY RFC 12. That does have a cigar me. Is it Frank? Is it somebody else? We don't know.
I don't think it's Frank, but I think it's a new guy. That's awesome. Maybe they turned in for your birthday, man. That's what it was. I think it's a new guy.
Well, here we go. So who it is, NYRFC 12 says he is here. So I'm going to put NYRFC 12. Who are you, NYRFC 12? He says it is Frank. Frank?
It is.
You
Frank?
just won.
Oh, shit.
It is Frank. So Frank just won that one. So congratulations, Frank.
Send me.
You are the
make
second
sure
winner.
Send me. Frank, actually, send me your address for 2 reasons because I need to send it address, email. I think that's it. Urine sample, maybe. But send me all your stuff because I also need to send you our donation for the Toys for Tots, which is starting November 1st, which is in like 7 days. So we'll be talking about that in a minute. But send me your address because I need to send you that card we talked about. So congrats, Frank. How many Instagrams does
our
Frank
cigar
have?
review, I don't know. So our cigar review was done by Toys for Tots. So let's go ahead and play what they were talking about for Toys for Tots. If I can find it.
Hello everyone, this is Coop and Pogs from Cigar Army, and we're here to announce our annual Toys for Tots fundraiser raffle, which will be kicking off in November. In the meantime, we are accepting donations of cigars and or cigar-related items or swag for the raffle. This year on December 13th, Cigar Army will be hosting an event at Brothers of the Leaf in New Windsor, New York. On the day, we will also be doing the live raffle from that location. Details are to come as Cigar Army is still finalizing all the details. Once again, we'd like to thank Brothers of the Leaf and our brothers at Real Smoke Podcast for their continued support. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So just have to ask, does it feel like we held them hostage to just give us that? It feels like we're standing in front of them with something loaded, like, give us your information.
Yeah. I know those guys aren't comfortable with technology or filming themselves, man. I just appreciate they did it, you know? And Frank's going to do our next video. We already talked about this. Frank's going to do our next video, but the love that these guys show to the community every week, man, it's we talk about this, and we love supporting them, and they support us, and it's this big circle of that's what we did tonight. We did big circles of all kinds of shit, but we appreciate what those guys do, and we're going to continue to support everything they do, regardless if they're a sponsor or not, man. We've loved since day one what they're doing for the community, and especially this time of year, they really support Toys for Tots, and they have so many connections now. It just keeps growing. So Keep doing what you're doing, boys.
So we do have one segment that you were telling me about. We need to do like hotbox questions.
We've been all over the place, man. I almost missed that tonight. Damn it! You could have
Yeah,
got
we
away.
have.
You could have got away.
No, I'm looking on there. So I'm trying to figure out who did we do Destination Cigars?
Yeah. We did Destination leading into the segment with the guests. We have now
So
done.
have we
did not
done
do, we did not do
Aldi's?
Brooders. We have not yet. We did Bearded Apothecary. We have not done Brooders yet. Haze Gray or Smoke In. But I mean, Smoke In's kind of. I love them to death, but I think it's probably over. But we have not done Haze Gray or Brooders yet.
All right, so let's go ahead and give Brooders this one. So Brooders is going to be tonight's hotbox questions. Wait, am I the target for hotbox questions?
Let's play the real.
Listen up, Perf heads. Is if your cutter feels like a toy and your gear's got no soul, it's time to level up. Bruder Cigar Accessories, 100% American made. Veteran owned, built like a tank, passed down like a rifle. This ain't mass-produced junk. It's the heirloom collection. Precision built with grade 5 titanium, magnetic steel blades, magnetic action, and inlay so clean they'll make your humidor blush. Check out the Heirloom Ambassador, a semi-custom raw titanium anodized finished cutter with exotic woods like Purple Heart and Bolivian rosewood. Or the Heirloom Elite, a fully customizable cutter with Cerakote, abalone, two-tone layouts, every detail dialed in. Each piece is serialized, built with pride, made to outlive you. So if you're tired of plastic cutters and flimsy lighters, go check out Brooders. Hit their website. Get something that matches your smoke game. Brooders, where legacy meets grit.
Love it. That voice is amazing.
I love the voice. I swear, I will be working next week to go do that voice with a different ad. So, all right. So, hotbox questions. Oh dear God.
All right. So I cut it
By
to
the way,
5 questions.
we're 2.5 hours. Just saying.
We're gonna be done by 3. We're gonna be done by 3. It's kind of our thing.
Let's do it.
All right. So hotbox questions. If a serial killer had to describe your personality, what would he say?
So, I'm just saying. One of our internets cut out, so I heard nothing.
All right. We're gonna do it again. So, if a serial killer had to describe your personality, what would he say?
Here we go. Oh shit. OCD perfectionist.
Okay. I like it.
100%.
I like it. That's kind of what I crushed you for earlier, which is it's something we both struggle with. So I get it, man. I already know the answer to this question, but you can tell me why. You can get into it, whatever. But what is your favorite musical band or artist?
Shinedown is one. Motley Crue. So Shinedown, just because the first time I ever heard Shinedown was when they came out with Skinner's version of Simple Man. When I used to fight in a cage, that was my song that I came out to, was Simple Man. Motley Crue, just because I love everything that, growing up, I loved everything that Crue came out with. And then it became, things like that. So I would say Limp Bizkit, Crue, Korn, Shinedown, Avenged Sevenfold, things like that.
So you're telling me I hit 3 out of 4 in the lead up to this show? Almost
Probably.
like I know you. All right, cool.
Probably.
Love it. Love it. All right. So if your Google search history was made public today, would you be embarrassed or looking at jail time?
I would be embarrassed because it would be the most random shit. Like, what cats eat coffee beans and poop them out so people can drink them, or it's stupid shit like that. It's random thoughts that I have throughout the day that, I mean, people would be like, why the hell are you thinking about this? And it's things like that. Yeah.
There's a reason we're such good friends.
There, the wife she always laughs because it's a common joke. I'll be sitting there and she'll be like, what are you thinking about? And I'll just look at her and say, do you want to know the random fact that you'll never need to know? And she's like, yes. And I will tell her some random fact that I looked up that no one ever needed to know. And it's because that's the shit that I look up. I will wake up in the middle of the night wondering about some stupid shit and we'll look it up on Google.
I can't say I'm very far off from that, man. It's always something weird that I look up. If people saw it, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this psycho? Like, it's every time. But all right, so question number 3, I guess. 3, 4. I don't even know. 4. Question number 4. So I don't want to make you relive this, but we're doing your birthday show, so we have to. So you told us a long time ago that you had a recurring dream that you would not live past a certain birthday. And you have. Like 2 years later, here we are. So tell us a little bit about that and how that came about and like when it started.
Sometime in my early age, under the age of 10, I had a weird dream that I would not. The dream is pretty much that I would not live to see past my 40s. I'm in my 40s now, so I've lived past the actually 40 mark. But the dream was something happened, whether it was something medical, heart attack or something, that I would not survive past my 40s. And it was one of the things when, this club knew me when I was 39, and I was terrified that I wouldn't make it to 40. I mean, it was a legitimate nightmare that I had on a daily. But it was something to be in my 40s. So it's one of the things I remember. The night after my 40th birthday, the messages that I got that said, you're still here. You've made it into your 40s. So in my personal head, I'm over here going, everybody's always like, I don't want to be here when I don't want to think about 50. I want to think about 50 because it's one of those things where it's all the 40s are done. I'm 43 as of today. So all the 40s will be done when I hit 50. So that dream is 100% null and void. But the weird thing was, it was year 41. I ended up getting hurt and needed to have a regular doctor in my life. So I ended up getting a regular doctor in my life, and come to find out, when the first time that I met the doctor freaked out, and they were trying to figure out if they were sending me to the emergency room because my blood pressure and heart rate was well over what a normal stroke victim would be at. They did not realize, they couldn't figure out how I could still be sitting there and not be in the process of having a stroke. So over the last 2 years, I've been doing, and next Wednesday, I actually have my 2-year appointment with the doctor. So, but over the last 2 years, we've changed a lot of stuff that's going on and a lot of medication that's going on, and have gotten a lot better, to the point to where 2 years ago, he looked at me and said, if I would have saw your numbers 2 years ago, I was ready to send you into the hospital to, go have heart work done because you were struggling. And when I saw him 5 months or almost 6 months ago, because I'm on my 6 month show, he said, if I would have saw your labs today versus what I saw then, I would have said that I would have never seen you again. So the whole idea that I wouldn't have made it out of my 40s if I would have kept my life the way it was going, I probably would not have made it, to where I am now. But because of what I've done, I have turned around a lot of stuff. And according to him, he's not worried that I'm going to die on his table. So, yeah, that was that one.
That's awesome, man. We're happy you're still here. We wouldn't be doing this right now, man, if it wasn't for still
100%.
hanging on. So, all right. So my last question of the night, and yes, you've heard this one a ton of times, but I'm going to add a little bit to the end of it. If you could have a cigar, if you could have a cigar with any person you love, dead or alive, who would it be and why? And what cigar would it be that would fit that moment?
So my dad is still with me. I mean, he's struggling right now. He doesn't have much time left. He was a big cigarette smoker for many years. I would love to get my dad, my grandfather, my mom, who I lost last Christmas, her dad, who died when she was really young. I would love to get them all together to enjoy a cigar and want to learn about my family history that I don't know much about. I would love to get to sit back and talk to and watch. I mean, I was in 4th grade when my grandfather passed. My dad's not doing well now, but to be able to sit back as an adult and watch my dad with his dad and enjoy a cigar and talk about family history, and then sit back with my mom, who I just lost, with her dad, who passed when she was a young kid, who was in World War II, and sit back and talk about their history. That's what I want.
And it only because I wrote it in there. Do you have a cigar that you think they'd all somewhat enjoy? Something mild, something lighter? I mean, something that everybody we talked about. I understand the sentiment behind it, and that's amazing. What would you serve up on the table? What cigar would you give?
So, there was something about when my mom was going into hospice. A good friend of mine, Jonah Santana with Blackbird Cigar, he was just coming out with the Superb. And I smoked that cigar and I absolutely loved it. And it was at the same time that my mom was going through her stuff and I was losing my mom, and they came out with that one, and I was talking with him, and there was something about the Superb, just because the word Superb. Me and my mom was estranged for a while. We had our issues. But in the grand scheme of life, my mom was a superb person. I would not have wanted another mom than her. So I told him it was one of those things where I fell in love with the cigar, fell in love with the name, fell in love with everything about the cigar, that I told him months before she passed. I said, I'm buying a box of these. And this is going to be the cigar that I dedicate to my mom every year. And the night she passed, well, it was the day, it was the morning. I walked in Christmas morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, I walked in, and as I did every morning, I laid my stuff down and I looked at her and I said, "Good morning, Mama." And I happened to look over, and she took in a breath. She looked at me, and she let out a breath, and she was gone. That was a rough day. It was Christmas morning. But I still had that thing with that cigar that meant a lot to me. And I came back that night and smoked that cigar. And I was talking to Jonas that night, and I crying like a baby, laid out everything, saying, hey, bro, I told you about this. She passed today. I'm enjoying the cigar. There's so many things with my grandfather, my dad's dad, that was really important to me. My dad's dad was a hard ass. He was a rough guy. The one person that touched his soft spot was me. And my mom's dad, I never got to know because he passed when she was young. The name of the Superb cigar I would dedicate to all of them, because my mom wouldn't be who she was without him. I wouldn't be who I am without my mom and my dad wouldn't be the dad that he was without his dad. So the word superb, if I had to pick a cigar, I would smoke the Superb with all of them in just the memory, and telling them that no matter all the flaws and the faults that you guys had, in your life, you guys were superb to me. You guys are the reason I am who I am, just because of the parents that I have. That would be the cigar that I would smoke.
Well, I'm apparently frozen again. But I didn't mean to take you down that road, but bro, thanks for sharing, man. So I was gonna show you. I'll log out and log back in so you can actually see my beautiful face. I wrote down for your favorite musical band, Shinedown, Motley Crue, Limp Bizkit, and on the cigar, and the last one I wrote down, Blackbird Family. So I think that shows what we've shared in this past year, man. So
yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna log out and log back in so I can move for Meanwhile in Memphis. But go ahead and set that up, bro. Much love.
All right, guys. So I want to thank there's still a shit ton of people on here watching, and I know we're freezing up and it's becoming a long night. I want to thank everybody for jumping on here. We do have one more to do, and it is our Meanwhile in Memphis, and that is going to be brought to you by our brothers at Haze Gray. But I do want to say one thing about Haze Gray Cigars. I do absolutely love everything that they are doing. If you don't know Haze Gray Cigars, please go check them out. So one more time, Meanwhile in Memphis is brought to you by Haze Gray Cigars.
Born from the Brotherhood of Service, Haze Gray Cigars honors the veteran's spirit, strength, loyalty, and heritage rolled into every leaf. We're more than cigars. We're a community. From our mobile lounge to our blends sold in lounges nationwide, Haze Gray brings the camaraderie, the flavor, and the fire wherever you are. Haze Gray Cigars, strength rolled in every leaf.
Oh yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
actually having a Haze Gray right now, so enjoying life. Great cigar. The
Are
Admiral.
you? What cigar are you having?
I am having the Admiral as we speak.
Nice. I am still on the Broadway from Crownheads.
We're gonna be reviewing that
So-
in probably another couple weeks.
Yeah, we are. So, are you ready for some Meanwhile in Memphis?
Let's do it.
Meanwhile in Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky turns wild. Stray gators and poodles running free and wild. Some guys wearing mud boots with a suit on trial. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's stay here a while.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
All right. So I will say that since the National Guard showed up and the Memphis Safe Task Force has started, my stories have gotten a lot shittier, but we're going to try to give it a good run. So, local leaders address reasons for lawsuit against the use of the National Guard in Memphis. I'm not going to bring politics into this, but why would you oppose something that's cleaning up your streets? Like, I don't understand it. There's one line in here by the governor. I'm going to go down over this, but there's one line in here by the governor that just blows my mind. Memphis, Tennessee. Monday afternoon, local leaders came together to address why they believe that the deployment of the National Guard was not necessary for Bluff City. Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris said no Memphian wants this. No one wants an armored vehicle in their street corner. No one wants a man in fatigues with semi-automatic weapons outside their door. The mayor said that the issue wasn't that Memphis Safe Task Force itself, it's the deployment of the National Guard. They asked for more resources, not the use of the military. So I'm not going to read this whole story for you, but the one statement here stood out to me by the mayor. He said, the presence of the National Guard is not reducing crime because people feel safe, but rather because they're scared. That doesn't even make sense to me. If you're scared and you're going to stop shooting people in the face, that's probably a good thing. I mean, what you think? I don't know. So,
well, I mean, anything that's a deterrence from crime would be a good thing, right?
You would think, but people apparently don't want this, according to the mayor. The next story: 2 Memphis police officers arrested for drag racing.
Were they outside your house?
Probably while we were doing the show, yes. Memphis, Tennessee. 2 off-duty police officers were arrested this weekend by Tennessee Highway Patrol for allegedly drag racing. According to the court records, on Sunday, this past Sunday, troopers noticed that 2 Corvettes traveling eastbound on Winchester Avenue near Hickory Hill Road. According to THP, both drivers sped past the trooper and braked when noticing the police. The trooper then pulled over both vehicles, which is pretty impressive. One driver says that they were not drag racing. Memphis police officers say that both these guys were charged with drag racing. They were doing 120 side by side. So 2 police officers arrested for drag racing. So
were
speaking
they in
of
their
the national,
squad?
no, they're in Corvettes, which also kind of seems mildly odd to me. But hey, it's cool. Maybe they love Corvettes. Attempted murder suspects among 1,100 arrested by the Memphis Safe Task Force. So this was just a little follow-up to everything we did there. 1,100 and over 500 weapons seized in under 3 weeks with the Memphis Safe Task Force and the National Guard being here. So 1,100
That's not
arrested.
bad.
It's pretty impressive. So their numbers are killing it. All right, and so here's my last one, and this one seems more odd to me than 2 cops drag racing. A man was robbed of $4,000 cash, jewelry, and a Rolex while pumping gas. Memphis, Tennessee. A man was robbed of $4,000 and more jewelry and a Rolex watch while he was pumping gas Wednesday morning. That was this past Wednesday. The police say the robbery happened around 3:40 a.m. at the Circle K. Big surprise, Circle K. On Getwell Road off American Way. The man told investigators that he had started pumping gas when someone came up behind him and pointed a gun at his stomach. The robber told the man to empty his pockets before leaving with a $7,000 Rolex, $17,000 in jewelry, and $4,000 in cash. MPD said the robber took off in a black sedan with tinted windows. What are you doing with close to 30 grand worth of shit at 3:40 a.m. at a Circle K pumping gas?
Having a good damn time. That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand. So I something seems fishy there to me, but I'm not gonna I'm not going to throw up the red flag. I mean, I don't know. It's just something seems weird there. But I will say
Allegedly, that's a bad thing.
Allegedly, I think it seems like an insurance claim. Did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that.
Maybe. I didn't hear nothing.
Something seems weird. But no, the stories are not quite as good, man, because it seems like Memphis's streets are getting a little safer. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see what happens. But meanwhile,
that's a
Memphis.
good thing, right?
Meanwhile in Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky turns wild. Stray gators and pools running free and wild. Some guys wearing mud boots with a suit on trial. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's stay here a while.
So a lot going on tonight. It was a crazy, freaking, fantastic night. Thanks, bro. I'm just saying.
Did you enjoy the night?
It was a good one.
I know you panicked, man, but it was I thought it really represented who you are and who we are as a show, and I hope it brought some fun to your birthday, man.
It did. It was a great night. I appreciated it. You brought it in a lot of good guests. It was awesome to see, friends from, club past into friends from the future into family involved. So, everything from one of the first things that we did on here was get Kai involved and, having Kai on here and then all the way into my family. So it was 100% something that I absolutely love. So thanks so much.
You're welcome.
So really quick, we have a couple of people on here. Says, great job tonight. Great job tonight, guys. We have, I know you live because your job, there's no way I could have lived near Memphis. Good evening, fellas. He's on here. So Angela's on here. Says,
you're welcome.
Thank you guys. And Charles, just say chick metal. Yeah, chick metal. Because I don't like that stuff that you like. You are a Swiftie. Just saying.
Facts.
Cigars with Angel. One more will do. Such a good show. Mick did amazing. Mick did amazing. Happy birthday again, Charles. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. So, huge thanks to all of the sponsors that we had tonight. I know we got you all in different orders tonight, but it was that kind of night tonight. When are we on again? Are we on again next week?
We sure are.
Who do we have next week? Do you remember?
I do, but next week we have the Bald Man on. And Al.
Ooh.
And what's the other caricature that we have on? Bald Man, Al, and
we have an owl and dog.
Dog. We have dog.
We have a dog. We have a dog.
Yeah. No, so Vincente blends. We've had their cigars. We're actually smoking the Broadway next week because it was some confusion with what we were smoking. But we're smoking the Crown Head Broadway next week. But excited to have the Bald Man on. It's going to be a great show. Tune in.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll show up as caricatures. I'm not sure, but either way, it's going to be a great show.
Maybe it could be an AI episode. We don't know.
We don't know.
Could be. Again, go to our link in our description. Go check out the Real Smoke merch that we have. This is the Waffle House. What'd you call it? The
Pass the Syrup.
Pass the Syrup. So this is one of my favorite ones that we've done. It is the Waffle House version. Go check that one out. We do have, I think, a couple of 5-packs left at Cigar Vault. Go do that. Use code RealSmoke. Go do that one. Get rid of those, the rest of those 5-packs. Help us out on that one. Want to thank everybody who jumped on here tonight. Let us know, what do you guys think about the new layout? We are a lot larger on here. So we did everything from the duo screen with all of us on, with Mick and I on here, all the way into the trio screen, where it was something more along the lines of this, but we happen to have somebody in the middle of it. So let us know what you guys thought about it. Did you guys like it? Does that format look better? Let us know. If you missed the intro song in the beginning, I'm going to play that one for our ending song for tonight. Let us know what you thought about that one as well. I do have to say, huge thanks, huge props to Mick. He worked for weeks on this episode, and it did not disappoint. This is one of my favorite episodes that we've done, just because I was teary-eyed because I was crying, because I was laughing so hard, and I was teary-eyed because it was emotional. So I absolutely loved everything that was going on. So it was a great birthday episode. Absolutely loved it.
It was worth every moment spent, man. And we couldn't do this without our fans and everybody involved. But man, it's grown a brotherhood. It's grown a family, and I can't wait to see where this takes us in the future, man. But you know I love you. Happy birthday, man. And I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as I did putting it together. And to everybody else out there, take time this week, smoke a cigar with someone you love. And much love, guys.
Hey, guys, if you didn't know, it's my birthday. And just saying, happy 50th episode. This is a big one for us because we didn't know if we was going to make it this far. Happy 50th episode. Happy 50th to all of you who've been along with us along the way. Happy 50th to you, Mick. And it's my birthday. So, and it is an hour away from it not being my birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm going to get everything uploaded to all the platforms that needs to be uploaded. So I got about another 45 minutes up. But everybody, thank you so much for jumping on here. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for everybody who jumped on here tonight. We appreciate you all. If you didn't watch the opening song, check it out. I'll see you guys next time. Brother,
love.
thank you
Peace.
so much. Love you.
Love you.
Oh, Charles, what have you done? We lit the candles, but you're the one. The fire's burning, it's all in jest. Tonight you're the birthday guest. Roast him now, roast him loud. Mick and Jennifer join the crowd. Charles, oh Charles, take your seat. The flames are hot, but it's all sweet. Jennifer smirking with tales untold. Friends digging stories from the mold. Mick's got the mic with a devilish grin. Charles, your patience wearing thin. But you laugh, you shout, you wear the crown. No one's taking the birthday king down. Roast him now, roast him loud. Mick and Jennifer join the crowd. Charles, oh Charles, take your seat. The flames are hot, but it's all sweet. Every joke's a spark, every jab's a flame. The Real Smoke Podcast playing the game. Charles, you're roasted, but you're still the man. Standing tall with the whiskey in hand.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your host,